402-905-2990 for more information, or online at golftech.tec.com.
Golf Tech. Expect to improve.
Hi, Gene Steffi for Gene Steffi's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Fremont. Looking for a new or used vehicle? Well, you are invited to shop Gene Steffi's. We offer you friendly sales, certified service people, prices that will make you smile, and a large selection of new and used vehicles. Our goal is to earn your business. We're the people you can count on. Visit us or shop us at our friendly internet site, www.genesteffi.com. And as a Creighton alum, go Jays!
Service in the Marriott tradition. That's what you'll find at the Omaha Downtown Courtyard by Marriott. This fully restored historic building offers its guests 181 spacious rooms, suites, and spas, an indoor pool, whirlpool, and exercise room with a breakfast buffet available daily. Call today and ask about the special Creighton weekend rate based on availability. The Omaha Downtown Courtyard by Marriott, 101 South 10th. Call 346-2200 today.
DJ's Dugout salutes all the loyal Blue Jay fans, including the fans in the birdcage, the perch, the cheap seats, and the nest. There's a whole new attitude with Creighton basketball this year, and there's a whole new DJ's Dugout coming soon at 10th and Capitol, too.
Catch all available hard-to-find Creighton TV and webcast away games at DJ's Dugout. Plus, stop by the newest DJ's Dugout Blazin' Piano Sports Bar, opening soon at 10th and Capitol.
And, go Blue Jays.
Welcome back to Quest Center Omaha on this Friday night. T. Scott Martin, Nick Ball with you. Thanks for joining us. We're just about set for the opening tip, but first, of course, the starting lineups. Brought to you by DJ's Dugout. Dig in at the dugout. We'll start with the visitors, the Alabama State Hornets, coached by Lewis Jackson in his 6th season at Alabama State. In the backcourt, a 6'2 senior, A.J. Spencer, number 1. A.J. last year averaging, or in the exhibition game rather, averaging 3 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists per game. Also, that was last season's stats, by the way. He is a senior. Also starting a junior, Ivory White, number 5, 6'4 guard out of Greensboro, Alabama. Last season, White averaging 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist per game. Also in the starting lineup, a 6'6 forward, senior out of Albany, Georgia, number 15, Robert Sanders. Sanders, 3 points, 3 rebounds last year. And getting a start as well, 6'10 junior center Patrick Davis out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. In the exhibition game, Davis had 7 points and 2 rebounds. The big scorer, though, Kendrick Washington out of Utica, Mississippi. Washington, 19 points and 2 rebounds in the exhibition game for Alabama State. He is a 6'4 junior, number 45. Now the starting lineup for your Creighton Blue Jays. They are coached by first-year coach Greg McDermott. Of course, McDermott in his first season, his assistants, Steve Murfeld, Steve Lutz, and Darren DeVries. Well, a shake-up in the lineup tonight from what we saw in the exhibition game. At the point, the steadying hand, the junior out of Bellevue West High School, number 30, Antoine Young. Young, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists last season, and a 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. Antoine joined in the backcourt by Josh Jones, his Omaha running mate out of Omaha Central. Jones going to get the start tonight, the 6'2 sophomore. 4 points, 1 rebound last year. Jones in the exhibition game just 1 for 4 and 0 for 1 from downtown. At the forwards, number 15, the 6'6 senior out of Pella, Iowa, Caleb Korver getting the start. Caleb 2 for 7 in the exhibition game last Thursday and 1 for 6 from downtown. Doug McDermott going to give the senior the start. And also in the front court at forward, 6'7 freshman out of Ames, Iowa, Doug McDermott. McDermott 6 for 9 in that exhibition game, a team leading 18 points. He is the first freshman to start in a regular season game to open the year since 1997. A name Blue Jay fans know and hold dear to their hearts. Ryan Sears was the last guy to do that, number 5. And of course, down low, Kenny Lawson Jr., the 6'9 senior out of Oceanside, California. Kenny, 3 of 8 in the exhibition game, 4 for 6 from the free throw line last year. Lawson averaging 13 points and 7 boards. He, of course, also the preseason player of the year in the Missouri Valley Conference. Big things expected out of big number 25 by the media, the coaches, and the SIDs around the valley. That's your starting lineups brought to you by DJ's Dugout. Remember, dig in at the dugout. The officials tonight, Kelly Self, John Moore, and Tim Fitzgerald. Not a bad crowd on hand for a snowy night.
Yeah.
Rain has turned to snow out there, pretty steady. So what do you think of the shake-up in the lineup?
I like it. I think it's good. I think it's going to take some time to find the right mix of guys and what works. And a lot of guys get so caught up in starting, and sometimes the most important player on a basketball team is the sixth man.
Right.
And Daryl Ashford could become a really important piece now, coming off the bench and scoring the basketball. So he just needs to stay positive and not hang his head. I don't mind it at all to try Josh Jones and Doug McDermott.
And
Doug certainly earned it in the first game.
I certainly know this as well, that Jones and Antoine Young bring a different level of athleticism to the backcourt.
Absolutely.
So
We'll see
here
how
we
this
go.
works.
We're ready to tip it up, and the tip is controlled by the Hornets, and Alabama State will have the ball to start the ball game. A.J. Spencer finds Robert Sanders. Coming out for the ball, Patrick Davis. Out on the wing again to Spencer. Top of the key now. And over on the right side in front of the Blue Jay bench. Here's a three on the way, hard off the iron, but a block out and a weak side rebound by Robert Sanders. He's got the ball in the paint, puts it up, hook shot is good, and the Hornets open the scoring. Offensive rebound, 2 points.
That's where Doug's going to have to do his work early. Doug McDermott is a freshman. Strength could be an issue in the early going. He's got to make sure he blocks out.
Kenny Lawson battling down low against 6'10" Patrick Davis. Now he's out on the wing as Davis pushes him out. Kenny one dribble, finds Antoine Young out near the timeline. Young right up in his face as A.J. Spencer, hand on his jersey. Now they find Jones. Jones looking, trying to sweep away his man, kicks out McDermott. Pump fake, over to Jones again, right wing, entry pass. Bounce pass, Lawson, fights through the double team, shot up, no good, and a foul. That time Lawson made up his mind early, fought through contact, and drew the foul.
We did a really nice job of catching it, being strong. He wanted to turn baseline, and as he was going that way, they came with a double team low. He had the athleticism to keep his dribble, then spin back middle away from the double team and draw the contact for the foul. Good patience offensively for the Blue Jays, and it ends up in a free throw opportunity for Kenny Lawson. Knocks down the first.
Kenny 4 for 6 from the line in the exhibition game, and 82% free throw shooter last year for this team. Invaluable.
As a team, 21 of 26.
Lawson knocks
pretty
them
good.
both down, and we're tied. Here come the Hornets. A.J. Spencer, the senior, out of Maryland, with the ball. Jays in that man-to-man defense, get used to that. Antoine Young all over Spencer. Now they go up top of the key. Long three, Rainbow off the side of the iron, and cannot be run down. It'll go to the Blue Jays. That was Kendrick Washington, 6'4" junior out of Mississippi, who put that one up top of the key, and it came off hard to the side and rolled out of bounds.
Not a very good perimeter three-point shooting team. Alabama State struggles. They'd rather attack the rim.
They were 5 for 11 in their exhibition game, but they are better, as you said, as McDermott fighting off contact on the wing. Now they kick to Lawson, to Antoine Young. Top of the key, Caleb Korver, door shut. They'll go Josh Jones. Right side, hard off the iron, no good. Rebound, Hornets, one and done Jays. Here comes Spencer for the Hornets. Josh Jones, a decent look. Baseline left, couldn't knock it down. Josh, in that exhibition game, took a three. He's 0 for 1. Hornets working it around the perimeter now, trying to get it inside. They do get it inside to Davis on the block. Double team, ball stolen. Josh Jones on the run. Jones in traffic, got to pull it out, and he does smartly. Finds Antoine Young, who finds Korver on the wing, left side. Doug McDermott backing in. McDermott fighting through a double team. Fadeaway jump shot, no good off the iron. Here comes Ivory White with the ball.
A little bit of contact as Doug McDermott faded away baseline, which left it short.
A.J. Spencer now working it between the timelines. Out to Washington. Back out Davis. Pulls Lawson out of the paint. Back over Spencer, right side to Washington. Big body working on freshman McDermott. Back outside. Three on the way. Wing off the iron, no good. Tipped around into the hands of Josh Jones.
Good defensive possessions in terms of executing what you want philosophically by forcing jump shots in the early going for Creighton.
Antoine Young directing traffic. Young kicks out. Wide open Jones. He's got an open look. That air ball. Boy, Josh, that left-hander just a little bit pumped up, and here come the Hornets again. A.J. Spencer with the ball far side, right side.
Those are high percentage shots, though.
Yeah,
those are going to fall more often than not.
Washington looking for Davis on the block. Can't find him. They got to move it around the perimeter again. Ivory White with the ball now. Korver up on Ivory White. Back out Kendrick Washington. Josh Jones on him, giving up some size. Washington, jump stop, jumper off the glass. No good. Tip in, no good. Davis into the hands of Washington again. Up into contact. Lawson with a block. Josh Jones on the run. 1-on-2. Josh is going to pull it out again. And then loses the ball and cannot get it back. It's on the floor, and here come the Hornets. A little sloppy by Josh.
Just indecisive. He's got to make a decision. If you're going to pull it out, grab it, get it to Antoine Young there. He kind of just pulled it out half-heartedly. A couple peck dribbles, and he lost it.
Darrell Ashford up off the bench for the Blue Jays. A.J. Spencer working on Jones, pulling him all the way down to the paint. Wide open. Derek Washington, 3 on the way, off the iron, no good. Up and over the back will be Patrick Davis. Good position in there by Kenny Lawson. Josh Jones out, Darrell Ashford in.
Already 2 offensive rebounds for Alabama State. That's been their best offense. There's been not very much of it here in the first 3 minutes and change in this basketball game, getting second chance opportunities for Alabama State.
Adrian Spellman coming in, 6'8" sophomore, 6'8", 270. He's a load. Davis goes out for Alabama State. Antoine Young working against A.J. Spencer. Up in the front court, takes him right side. Jumper on the way, the one-hander off the glass, no good. Lawson can't corral it, off of Kenny. It'll go to the Hornets. Lawson down there battling with 3 different Alabama State players for the basketball. Antoine, tough shot, hanging in the air, tried to put it off the glass and rolled off the rim. Still tied at 2 apiece, 4 minutes gone here. Again, Creighton trying to find their identity offensively.
Gonna take time.
Also now, Sharif Adamu in the ball game, 6'7" freshman. Avery White with the ball, working left wing. McDermott on him, moving his feet. Got to kick it back out. Spencer between the circles, left of center. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Hornets. Antoine fights over the screen, down inside is Spencer. They let him go off the iron, the tip in, no good. Lawson tips it out and right into the hands of Avery White, who knocks down the 3 ball. Ivory White.
There are 3 offensive rebounds there, tipping it around. Kenny Lawson tried to tip it out to a teammate outside. It goes right to Ivory White, and he drilled it.
Darrell Ashford with the basketball now, working against Derek Washington. Finds McDermott, baseline 3, weak again. Ball into the hands of the Hornets, 1 and done for the Jays. 5-2, Alabama State.
Pretty quick shots for what Greg McDermott wants. Decent looks, but I think he'd like to feed Kenny Lawson, establish him. You heard him talk about that in his keys to the game.
A.J. Spencer out over to Sharif Adamu. Back Spencer, traveled with the basketball. A.J. Spencer got sped up. Wayne Runnels is coming in, but first a break. 15:02 remaining first half. Jays trail Alabama State early 5-2. This is Blue Jay basketball on Big Sports 590.
U.S. Cellular introduces the industry's first rewards program with points that you earn for doing things you'd normally do anyway, like paying your bill or referring a friend. And you can use those points toward faster phone upgrades, overage forgiveness, and more great stuff. It's like getting rewarded with a touchdown, a goal, or a three-pointer just for lacing up your shoes.
The Belief Project from U.S. Cellular. Join today or visit uscellular.com/project for more information.
Extraordinary cuisine, exceptional service. That's what you get when you call the catering specialist at a catered affair. From spectacular boxed lunches to beautifully presented buffets, a catered affair will create an unforgettable event that you can be proud of. Whether you're entertaining a dinner party for 12 or planning a corporate event for 300, a catered affair is the answer. Call 614-5200. That's 614-5200. Extraordinary cuisine, exceptional service. That's what you get with a catered affair.
How do the Creighton Blue Jays maintain the best home court advantage in the Missouri Valley Conference? It all starts before tip-off. Every year, Market Media's Game Time videos help get the crowd at Quest Center Omaha on the edge of their seats. Why not do the same for your business? Market Media is a full-service film and video production company. Sound, lighting, green screen, high def, they do it all. See their living portfolio before tip-off at all Blue Jay basketball home games or check out their expanded reel on the web at mrktmedia.com. Market Media. Marketing solutions at 60 frames per second.
Blue Jay basketball is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there for all your insurance needs. Call Jay Bergmeyer at 895-7500. And by Jerry Ryan Clothing and Sportswear, your Midtown headquarters for Blue Jay apparel. And by Fernando's Cafe and Cantina. Sonoran-style Mexican food made fresh 7 days a week.
Alabama State up early here, 5-2, Nick. The big difference right now, 4 offensive rebounds for Alabama State. A goose egg in that category for Creighton.
Yeah, first shot defense for Creighton has been solid, but they've relinquished a couple offensive rebound second chance opportunities for Alabama State. Now offensively for Creighton, they got to be a little more patient and try and establish something on the block here to soften up this defense of Alabama State.
Skip pass, Wayne Runnels in the ball game now. Runnels, of course, the 6'6" senior out of Jacksonville Junior College. Runnels make it Ashford. Kicks out Antoine Young, a three, and he knocks it down. Antoine Young with a left-handed shot.
It all started because Daryl Ashford attacked the basket, collapsed the defense, and kicked it out to Antoine Young. Right wing, drilled it.
Antoine, just a 23% three-point shooter a year ago.
But a capable one, because in high school he was a prolific scorer.
Absolutely. And now
Kendrick Washington turns it over for Alabama State.
Nice job. Great D that time.
Yeah, cut off the baseline and
right up in his grill. McDermott inbounds Antoine Young. A.J. Spencer following him up in the front court. Now McDermott with the ball, kicks it over to Daryl Ashford, high wing left side. McDermott sets a nice solid screen over on the elbow. Kick it over in the left wing to Corver. He inter pass to McDermott, out Ashford in traffic. Ashford with the basketball, jumps into the contact and draws the foul on Kendrick Washington. Smart play by the senior Ashford.
Two plays, two really solid plays from Daryl Ashford. Good penetration on the previous possession. Kick it out to Antoine Young there. They get Doug McDermott posting up. Daryl Ashford, nice cut off the basketball, catches it, gets his man in the air and draws the contact. Good energy from Ashford off the bench.
Ashford, 69% free throw shooter last year in his first season as a Blue Jay, of course. The transfer, Ashford from Jacksonville Junior College. Now Caleb Corver out, Doug McDermott out. Back now you've got on the floor Kenny Lawson back in now with Wayne Runnels on the floor at the same time. That's a different combination. So Runnels will be at that 4 spot.
Much better for him.
Absolutely more comfortable there. And then, of course, Jahins Manigat in the ball game now, the freshman out of Quebec.
And he'll play the 2, but he's going to have to slide over and play a little bit of point guard at some point.
So Antoine Young up on A.J. Spencer. Spencer gives it up to Ivory White. White now back up A.J. Spencer between the circles. One pass over on the wing, entry pass, down inside. Lawson, baseline, blocking foul. Kenny Lawson just couldn't close the door there on Sharif Adamu. And draws the foul. That will be the first team foul, first personal on Lawson. Jay's up 6-5, thanks to a couple of nice plays by Daryl Ashford. Antoine Young knocking down that 3. Ashford, by the way, 1 for 2 from the free throw line that last trip down. Adamu inside into contact. Antoine Young with a rebound. Good defense by Kenny Lawson in the block. Antoine Young, 3 on the way, nothing but nylon. Antoine Young stops, it pops, it drops.
Look out, if Antoine Young starts making that shot, how are you going to guard the quick point guard? Good pull up and transition, gave him too much room. Hand down, man down. Antoine Young knocking down the triple.
A.J. Spencer with the ball. Up on the wing, left side. That's Ivan Johnson in the ball game. Down on the block, left side, hook, no good. Antoine Young, strong rebound in contact, wow. Bites it off and gets it up to Manigat. Manigat down inside, got to kick it out. Runnels, top of the key, Lawson. Lawson, one dribble, hesitated, and that ball cannot go in. Ashford can't put it in either, and here come the Hornets.
Oh, Kenny Lawson, if he would have made one extra pass, he had Antoine Young standing with nobody in the same zip code. Could have knocked down his third 3.
A.J. Spencer with the ball between the circles now. Jay's in that man-to-man defense. Spencer moving out now, left of center, moving toward the wing. Down inside he goes to Ivan Johnson. Back out Spencer. Top of the key, Adamu. Around they go, Ivory. White. There's a jumper on the way, off the iron, no good. Long rebound right into the hands of the Hornets again. Down inside, ball stripped away. Runnels has got it, no. Manigat's got it. Up Antoine Young, right side on the run. Antoine looking inside to Kenny Lawson. Now they go down to Manigat. In Lawson, right side, double team. Lawson, hook shot off the side of the backboard. Kenny got sped up. He's going to have to be patient with that. Should have kicked it out, repost.
Got pushed down too close to the baseline, and when he turned to shoot that jump hook, the backboard was
in his way. A.J. Spencer with the ball. Jay's up 9-5. Spencer top of the key. Inside the arc, back out, now back in. Left side wing. Ivory White down on the block. Looking inside to Sanders. Sanders left side, show double team, back out Ivory White. Re-entry, pass to White. They get Sanders in the paint, over, shot up, blocked, and a foul. Kenny Lawson called for his second personal, and 3 Blue Jays by the scorer's table. Casey Harriman going to see his first action, the 6'5 senior. Also coming in Doug McDermott and Josh Jones. Timeout first, 11:33 remaining first half. Jays up 9-7. This is Blue Jay basketball on Big Sports 590.
If Roy's Grand Dodge were a basketball team, it would play with the fearless intensity of the Creighton Blue Jays. But when it comes to easing your fear of buying a new vehicle, nothing compares to Roy's. Roy's Grand Dodge in Grand Island offers legendary savings on a great selection of Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep vehicles with service that will fill you with confidence. Who can you count on for fearless basketball? The Creighton Blue Jays. Who can make you confident about buying a new vehicle? Roy can. He always does. Roy's Grand Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep in Grand Island, and at roysgrand.com.
There was no time for celebration at Carly's birth. She had been rushed to the newborn intensive care unit at Children's Hospital and Medical Center, where she remained almost 7 months, receiving chemotherapy for an inoperable vascular tumor. Carly's mother was unprepared for an infant with such life-threatening problems. How do you express your love to a baby you're unable to hold? But nurses at Children's showed her how to demonstrate love for Carly with gentle touches, smiles, and constant care. And 1 year after Carly's birth, these nurses joined more than 100 other friends and relatives to celebrate the first birthday of a little girl named Carly Kavanaugh, who still believes it's the only way to celebrate a birthday. Visit children'somaha.org for more information on how we can help your child. For a pediatrician, family physician, or pediatric specialist, call 1-800-833-3100. Children's Hospital and Medical Center. We know children.
Blue Jay basketball is brought to you by the Crescent Moon Ale House at 36 in Farnham. They're offering free shuttle service to and from Quest Center, Omaha for all Blue Jay home games. And by American National Bank, where American dreams come true. And by Dex, from sports bars to sports cars. Who knows where to find it? Dex knows.
All right, out on the floor for the Creighton Blue Jays. Jahens Manigaw will now move to the point, giving Antoine Young a break here at the 11:33 mark. Josh Jones will play the 2, Ashford at the 3, Harriman at the 4, and Doug McDermott, the true freshman, will have to be down low at the 5 spot.
Rebounding going to be a premium, T-Scott. Right now, Alabama State out rebounding the Jays 13-7. 5 offensive rebounds for the Hornets. They have 5 second chance points. So 5 of their 7 points coming from second chance opportunities.
All right, at the line and missing the front end of the 1-and-1, or rather the
and one.
Yeah, and one. I'm sorry. Thank you. It's early in the season. Was Sharif Adamu. Harriman with the ball for the Blue Jays. 9-7 Jays. Harriman fights inside. Harriman back outside. Indecisive. Now Jahens Manigaw knocks down the 3-ball right wing.
I've heard really good things from all the coaches about how well he shot the ball in practice here. Something to keep an eye on. He's a capable shooter even at the point guard position.
And you talked about being decisive.
Yeah.
He knew what he was exactly going to do.
Casey Harriman was strong as well. He got pressured, couple dribbles, draw a defender, and kick it.
Yep. Sanders out, down inside. Oh, getting all alone. Calum Noel got kind of lost in the paint there and just laid it up and down. Easiest bucket he'll have all year. Jays up 12-9 here midway through the first half.
Things like that are always communication. Leaving a guy wide open underneath the hoop. We talked about that in the open.
Blue Jays working it around the perimeter. Jones on the right wing. Skip pass over to Jahens Manigaw. Ball poked away. Not a good pass by Manigaw. Intended for Harriman down on the block. Knocked away by Sanders. Here come the Hornets.
Poor angle to try and throw it into the block. He was basically at the top key, a little bit to the left. Part of it towards the wing. You got to be below the free throw line extended if you want to feed the post player.
Sanders with the ball. Now over right side, Adamu. Up onto the left wing goes Jeffrey Middlebrooks in there. Middlebrooks, a 6'1 junior out of Atlanta. Now we're in a baseline. Jumper on the way is good. And that was number 24. And of course that Ivan Johnson. 12-11 Jays, 1-point lead. Jahens Manigaw at the point, the freshman. Right wing over to Josh Jones. Jones, top of the key, Harriman. Left wing, Ashford. McDermott battling in there against the bigger, stronger, and more mature player. McDermott, ball on the floor, reach in. Doug McDermott, smart play, working against Sharif Adamu. 2 freshmen going at it. And then Doug, just really strong with the ball, drew the foul.
Did a good job of not panicking, caught the ball and then lost it momentarily, but then once he corralled it, he saw that his defender had gotten too far extended away from the hoop, and he just put his head down and took 2 hard dribbles right to the rim and drew a foul. Good job by the freshman, as now the Iron Man, Antoine Young, is going to have to play a lot of minutes. Checks back in for Jahens Manigaw.
Fourth team foul, by the way, on Alabama State. Yeah, you got to look for Antoine, 35 maybe?
No question. Yep.
Young to inbound, left side of the Blue Jay hoop. Deep inbound, Darrell Ashford tracks it down near the midcourt stripe, and they're going to say he stepped on the midcourt stripe. Must have got just a toe on there. Yeah. Darrell knew he was close, and then kind of leaned, and his balance got the best of him, and he couldn't get away from it. Tough play, turnover Blue Jays. Just their second of the game, by the way. All right, Jeffrey Middlebrooks at the point for Alabama State, out near the timeline. Antoine Young comes out on him. He gives it up to Johnson. Back Middlebrooks now. Young right up on him. Antoine. Left side they go. Sharif Abdou. Back out Middlebrooks. Setting a pick. Now Antoine moves through that. Middlebrooks, top of the key. Johnson, three on the way. The rainbow, weak, no good. And the putback is good. Doug McDermott couldn't secure it. Had it for a moment, but it got knocked out of his hands, and another offensive rebound and a putback for the Hornets. They retake the lead at 13-12. 9 minutes remaining first half. Darrell Ashford, high wing left side. Works to his right. Kicks out McDermott. Three on the way. Nothing but not on. Doug McDermott.
And that's what he can do. That's where his versatility is absolutely lethal. A guy that can just go line up on the perimeter there and hurt you inside on the previous possession and then knock down a three.
Middlebrooks with the ball, rises up for a three of his own and knocks it down with the answer. Hornets retake the lead 16-15.
You see Greg McDermott yelling at Antoine Young. You still got to get up and pressure the guy, even though he's not that great of a three-point shooter. You got to still go put a thought in his head.
Antoine Young, skip past Harriman, top of the key, now left wing. Josh Jones, there's McDermott with the ball on the block, repost. Jones, pump fake, jumper on the way. Josh Jones knocks it down. That was a nice play by Josh.
Good inside-out basketball, post. They collapsed, kick it out, shot fake on the closeout. One dribble to his left and drilled it. Good offense from Josh Jones.
Josh shot that one in rhythm.
Yep.
Top of the key, jumper on the way, three ball off the glass. Don't think he called it. Kaleem Noel off the square. 1917 Alabama State.
That was ugly.
Darrell Ashford working the ball from the right wing to the center. Back out, Josh Jones, three on the way. Jones off the iron, no good. And they're going to call Doug McDermott for the foul. Battling between two Alabama State players. Thank you, there is the official's mistake. McDermott, the smart coach's son, said, "Excuse me, sir, are you sure that's right?" The foul actually called on Sharif Abdou. Timeout on the floor. 7:37 remaining first half. Jays trail Alabama State 19-17. It'll be Blue Jay basketball when we come back on Big Sports 590.
This season, more than 90 basketball games have been scheduled between teams from the 28 Jesuit colleges and universities across the United States. Each of these 28 Jesuit schools is dedicated to strong academics, teaching men and women to serve others and live a faith that does justice. For over 500 years, Jesuit Catholic higher education has been creating bright futures for its more than 200,000 students in the U.S. We thank all Blue Jay fans for their support of Creighton University and its Jesuit mission.
Invariably, trust comes up when shopping cars.
I want to know I'm getting a great deal.
People in this area go to Rodin Auto Center. It's a trust factor. They're comfortable shopping new and used in Rodin. Since 1971, Rodin's provided the affordable deals people want. Service after the sale, body shop, and glass department. Rodin has new Buicks and GMCs with over 400 pre-owned. You'll find Rodin Auto Center just across the bridge from high prices like Manawa Exit Council Bluffs or 24/7 at rodinauto.com.
How do the Creighton Blue Jays maintain the best home court advantage in the Missouri Valley Conference? It all starts before tip-off. Every year, Market Media's Game Time videos help get the crowd at Quest Center Omaha on the edge of their seats. Why not do the same for your business? Market Media is a full-service film and video production company. Sound, lighting, green screen, high def, they do it all. See their living portfolio before tip-off at all Blue Jay basketball home games or check out their expanded reel on the web at mrktmedia.com. Market Media. Marketing solutions at 60 frames per second.
Blue Jay basketball is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there for all your insurance needs. Call John Bergmeyer at 339-3555 and by Jerry Ryan Clothing and Sportswear, your Midtown headquarters for Blue Jay apparel.
Alabama State 19, Creighton 17. The Jays just 5 of 14, 35% from the field. They are 4 for 8, so they've already made as many threes in the first 13 minutes tonight as they did in the exhibition game. That's a good sign.
Yeah, a little bit of a role reversal in terms of what Greg McDermott said he wanted out of his ball club tonight. Offensive rebounding was something he thought he could hurt Alabama State with. It's been the other way around.
Alabama State,
6 offensive rebounds.
6-2 edge there, and 8-0 points in the paint. McDermott, tough shot off the glass, rolls off, but puts back his own shot. Smart play.
Good execution of a baseline out of bounds play to get Doug McDermott a seam going to the rim, and he gets his own miss and lays it in.
Jays tie it up here, 19 apiece. Alabama State with the ball. Ivory White back out. Noel, there's a shot, no good. Caleb Corver back in the ball game, grabs that rebound. Wayne Runnels in there as well.
Good
and
job.
A reach-in foul. Antoine Young pushing the issue down inside, driving to the paint left side, draws the foul. That is 5 team fouls on Alabama State, and Young was in the act. He'll shoot 2.
Well, with 2 fouls on Kenny Lawson Jr., that takes away a lot of your post presence, and so something you're going to have to do is push it a little bit more in transition to mask your size deficiency down low. Antoine Young, this is something I'd like to see him do a little bit more in a kind of a secondary transition look when there's not a ton of numbers, but still a little bit of a backpedal situation for the defense to push it, put pressure on the defense, and go trying to attack and make a play.
Doug McDermott being checked out by the official, apparently has some blood on his shorts. So Ben McNair will come over with the Tide speed stick or whatever it is, the stain stick, and get the blood off the shorts.
Yeah, the Tide blood stick. That's what. That's what they're using apparently.
Put something on it. Apparently it's fine. All right, here we go. So Antoine Young going back to the line. Antoine 2 for 2. I'm scary. His first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Right now, Doug McDermott and Antoine Young, between the two of them, have 4 made field goals, and Creighton as a team only has 6. And in large part, those 2 guys doing a lot of the damage for Creighton.
The left-handed Young's free throw is good.
This is huge to see, and you don't want to speak too soon, but Antoine Young was woeful from the free throw line last season. He was 8 for 10 in the exhibition game, already 3 for 3. And did I jinx him?
Yes. You did that in the exhibition game as well, so we're not going to talk about that.
It's huge.
Actually, he got better as the year went on. Late in the season,
yes,
he was
did.
much more consistent.
Still good to see. 3 or 4, we'll take that with Antoine Young.
All right. Hornets with the ball. Jays with the lead, 2019. Alabama State, 3 on the way from the wing. No good. McDermott rebound.
Good defensive possessions
Jeffrey
last 2
Middlebrooks
times.
with that miss. Antoine Young on the run. Traffic. Good transition beat by the Hornets. Doug McDermott puts the ball on the floor and then lays it in with his right hand. Wow.
Really
6'7" and long, and put the ball on the floor. That's pretty good for a freshman.
Shot fake, jab again. Blow by him to the right hand, a little floater. That is fundamentals, my friend. Is he a coach's son? I think so.
Baseline drive, draws the foul. That was Ivan Johnson drawing the foul on Wayne Runnels. And that will be team foul number 3 on Creighton as Jahins Manigat checks back in for Josh Jones.
Number 12, Jahins Manigat.
Robert Sanders now in for Ivan Johnson for the Hornets. Non-shooting foul. And so Middlebrooks will inbound left side under the Hornet basket. Jays up 22-19. They get it down inside. Ball stolen by Manigat. Fighting for the ball. Will they call the jump? They will. And possession will go to the Creighton Blue Jays. The true freshman, Jahins Manigat, out of Ontario, with a nice play. Good hustle play.
Excellent job by Jahins Manigat there. Off the ball, saved a layup. Doug McDermott got absolutely crushed by a back screen, and his man was going to be wide open underneath the hoop. Manigat recognizes it, comes off his man for the steal. Great job by the freshman.
I believe I said he was from Quebec. He's from Ontario. Antoine Young to Wayne Runnels, over to Manigat on the left wing. Top of the key, Antoine Young with the ball. Entry pass, high post Runnels. Runnels backing in. Runnels' shot is good. Strong move by Wayne Runnels to back his man down into the paint and get close enough to make that hook.
Although he is undersized, we saw it last year at times. He has a great feel with his back to the basket. Good post move from Runnels.
Middlebrooks working on Antoine Young out near the timeline now, taking him right, taking him left.
Boy, close to a 5 count here, T. Scott.
You would sure think so. They don't catch it, though, and now McDermott wanted one, the coach McDermott. Derek Washington down inside, feeds a wide open Ivory White on the weak side. Again, communication. Breakdown of the Blue Jay defense allows an easy bucket. 24-21 Jays. Foul on Middlebrooks. That will be team foul number 7, and Antoine Young will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
It's going to be a teaching moment here. Caleb Corver is going to go out of the game, who gave up the layup there. Daryl Ashford to check in for him. You got 2 guys just working their tails off, and Antoine Young and Jahens Manigat. And he's telling him, you got 2 guys working hard, and they get backdoored, and you got to sink to take away the open man around the rim, and you didn't do that, and you gave up a layup. 2 of your buddies are working hard, and you take a snooze for a little bit and give up a layup, so he'll have to take a seat and think about what he did. These are the teaching moments early on in the season that Greg McDermott's going to be able to do.
Antoine Young's free throw is good. Daryl Ashford replacing Corver, so it's Ashford, Runnels, McDermott, Young, and Manigat on the floor for the Jays. Up 25-21, trying to shake the Hornets here all way a little bit. 5:21 remaining first half. Young makes both free throws.
There you go, Antoine.
Because Nick Bott didn't say anything.
Yep, won't talk.
Ivory White with the ball now left side on the wing. Noel down to the block. To Ivory White. Down baseline.
3 seconds.
3 seconds called on Alabama State. So the officials are paying attention.
Blue Jay basketball.
Turnover on the Hornets. McDermott to inbound Antoine Young. Young's played all but just a couple of minutes here this first half.
He's played hard, too.
Yes, he has. He's working again against A.J. Spencer. Takes him left side, hard down inside, back outside Manigat. Skip pass to Ashford up on the wing. Right side wing, Runnels. One-on-one, drives baseline, spin move, blocking foul. Wayne Runnels will shoot to 1-and-1 as Robert Sanders called for the block.
And you see Wayne Runnels' versatility. On the previous possession, he was able to post up and make a post move with his back to the basket. But because he's a hybrid guard forward, he can post up a little bit away from the hoop, 14, 15 feet, face up, and have the athleticism and foot speed to drive past the bigger, slower defender and draw the foul. That's where Wayne Runnels is at his best.
And Wayne Runnels, by the way, as well, is a very powerfully built guy. Yeah. I mean, he's got a thick body, great build, great base, absolutely. He's going to go to the free throw line. Will Runnels, last season, a 62% free throw shooter. Of course, he is a senior. 26-21 Jays, make it 26-21 Jays as Runnels misses that free throw, but now Ashford will be called for a reach-in by an official that, I don't know how he saw that from there, but he did make the call. So that'll be team foul number 4 on Creighton. Ashford called for his first personal foul.
And around the 4-minute mark, you will see often Antoine Young take a seat to steal him a minute or 30 seconds before this under 4 media timeout.
Corver back in, Manigat at the point. Shuff shot on the way, no good. Rebound Runnels. Up Ashford, left side, far side. Darrell up into front court on the dribble. Inside the arc, Ashford drives inside. Tough shot, draws the whistle. Forces the official to blow the whistle as he just dove into the crowd of Hornets down there, and will go to the line to shoot 2. That's a good play by Ashford.
Very good play from Daryl Ashford. He's had some good minutes in that 6-man role, and said I wanted to see someone else be able to make a play for somebody in terms of breaking down their man and kicking it to another player by drawing 2 defenders as Ashford knocks down the first free throw. And Daryl Ashford's that guy, but the question is, can he make the play? You know he can beat his man off the dribble, but then can he have the body control and vision to make a play for somebody else? There he drove and drew a foul.
And makes them both. 28-21 Jays. 4:25 remaining here, first half, clock rolling. A.J. Spencer at the point for the Hornets, brings it into front court against Jahens Manigat. Over to Ivory White. Beyond the arc, White now up and over to Adamu. And they throw it away. Turnover, Hornets. Miscommunication. And a turnover for the Hornets. That is number 6. Yeah. So McDermott to inbound, near side, back court. Jahens Manigat being guarded now by A.J. Spencer, the true freshman out of Ontario, working it.
I feel pretty cool. I just got a wink from Jahans Manigat here. Let's hope he does something good.
Hey, he came over and gave it. He shook our hands yesterday. I'll tell you what, he's a very mature freshman. Wayne Reynolds, pump fake down inside, out Manigat. 3 on the way. Nothing but nylon. Nice play. Great two-man game right there.
Good inside-out basketball, but it was the wink before the play that led to the three-point basket.
It's all about you, Nick. 3:44 first half. Jays up 31-21. Their biggest lead of the night. Avery White, pump fake, down inside, kicks out. Korver got a hand on it. Driving baseline. Ivan Johnson back outside. Baseline. 3 on the way. Air ball into the hands of Reynolds. Lead pass. Darrell Ashford. No numbers. Ashford's going to press the issue. Back out. Jahins Manigat. 3 on the way. Off the iron. No good.
Good basketball.
White. Whoa. Wade Reynolds goes for a steal and can't quite bring it down. Timeout. Lewis Jackson. Jays out to a 10-point lead. Flying around on defense. We'll keep it right here.
Can feel the place starting to gain a little momentum, and pretty good call from Lewis Jackson to call timeout, although they came up short for a 3. Wayne Reynolds then does a Superman dive after the outlet pass. You can feel the energy really starting to build in the Quest Center, and Lewis Jackson calls a timeout, but off the bench, Jahans Manigat, 6 points, 2 or 3 from downtown. He's done a good job with his minutes of handling the ball and just getting them into offense. Pretty good job. Creighton's got 2 pretty talented freshmen, and
McDermott and
Manigat, yeah. M&M, baby.
I'll tell you what, you can't say enough about the job Wayne Reynolds has done coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Kenny lost with 2 personals, in foul trouble, and Wayne has made some really good plays.
Got a lot out of their bench. Not necessarily a ton in points, but energy, Ashford, Manigat, Reynolds doing a nice job.
All right, so Hornet basketball, Ivory White to inbound, far side midcourt to A.J. Spencer for Alabama State. 31-21 Jays, 3:14 and counting here first half. A.J. Spencer left-handed dribble, up left of center. Works it left side of the wing, kicks it back outside. Ivan Johnson over to the right wing now, Ivory White. Doug McDermott comes out on White. The junior White, the freshman McDermott, now over to A.J. Spencer. 7 on the shot clock. Ivory White beyond the arc with 5. Out. Number 11, that's Stephon Brown. Shot on the way. Ivory White, 3 ball at the shot clock buzzer. Ivory White beats it. 31-24 Jays.
Got to have a little bit better awareness, knowing the shot clock was down to 2 or 3, and Doug McDermott's got to close up that space and make sure he can't raise up and shoot.
Ashford drives baseline, shot down, stripped away, and it will stay with the Jays. Time out of the floor. 2:30 remaining first half. Jays up 31-24. It'll be Blue Jay basketball when we come back on Big Sports 590.
Stay on top of your game with the primary care physicians and specialists of Creighton Medical Associates. They'll give it all they've got to ensure the finest medical care for you and your family, from newborns to senior citizens. Stick with the winning team of Creighton Medical Associates, because good health is the right play of the game. Visit www.findyourphysician for a Creighton Medical Associates physician right for you and your family. Or call 402-280-2010, 402-280-2010. Midtown Crossing offers the perfect balance of sophistication and convenience in the heart of Omaha. Living at Midtown Crossing means more fun and less fuss. Midtown Crossing is a unique urban development, a one-stop shopping and dining district with a vibrant mix of distinctive shops, exclusive 4-star restaurants, the best of Omaha's local bakeries and grocers, and a 5-screen cinema with in-seat dining and more. Shop, eat, indulge. It's all right here. Find out more at midtowncrossing.com. Talent, teamwork, and commitment. Put them together, you have a formula for excellence. That's why at Omaha Orthopedic Clinic and Sports Medicine, they've assembled a team of the most talented surgeons. Dr. Richard Murphy, Dr. Michael Morrison, Dr. Peter Semino, Dr. Jason Michaels, and a great support staff, all working together, all committed to one goal, to utilize the latest treatments and technologies that will provide their patients with the highest quality health care possible. Find out more. Go to omahaorthopedic.com. Omaha Orthopedic Clinic and Sports Medicine, a practice of excellence since 1934.
It's time now for Omaha Orthopedic Sports Medicine Trivia questions. All right, taking a snooze. Doug McDermott, first time a freshman started a game. The question is,
since Ryan Sears.
The question is, who was the first freshman to start last time a freshman started an exhibition game?
Right. because Doug didn't start in the exhibition.
Doug did not start at 18 points, but did not
and
start.
Ryan Sears didn't start in his first exhibition game debut. He came off the bench for Matt West.
Yeah.
So who was the last true freshman to start in an exhibition game? Who was it?
Got to go back a ways.
Also, we can give him the year. What year was it? 1988 for all you Blue Jay diehards out there. You probably know. Pretty common name.
Yeah.
2:30 remaining first half. Jays up 31-24. Jays will get the basketball after it went off of a Hornet. By the way, Creighton now narrowing that rebounding margin, 17-15 for the Blue Jays, as they've grabbed 6 quick rebounds. Antoine Young working on the right wing, high wing. Back outside on the double team. Boy, Doug McDermott was wide open if he would have seen him. Darrell Ashford left wing now, free throw line, pump fake, jumper on the way, tough shot off the side iron, no good. Reynolds rebound, triple team. Wayne going inside, back outside Ashford baseline, door shut. Ashford out McDermott, left wing, 3 on the way, short, no good. Reynolds trying to fight for the rebound, but they're going to call Wayne for the hold. And that will be 5 team fouls on the Blue Jays. Reynolds picks up, I believe, just his first personal. Casey Harriman checking in now, and Reynolds out. 2:02 on the clock here, first half. 31-24 Jays. See if they can get a stop right here. Keep that momentum going that they'd kind of built up here over the last few minutes with their defense, and then converting it offensively. Antoine Young working on Spencer over to Ivory White, high wing left side. McDermott out on him. Stephon Brown up and over. Ivan Johnson, jumper on the way, looks good, and it is. Nothing but nylon.
Just a simple flex offense.
Make that Kendrick Washington with that bucket. 31-26.
Down screens.
Nice, solid screen by Casey Harriman. Then he throws it away and turns it over to Sean Stevens. Up and one. Casey Harriman, a frustration foul. Make it Ivan Johnson with the bucket, and A.J. Spencer just ran into Casey Harriman, and that was like running into a brick wall.
Well, Casey Harriman did a nice job setting a screen, but then got the pass,
such a nice job,
threw a chest pass, and
turned it over.
Johnson was able to turn it over, and then he turned one problem into 2 by trailing the play. And if you're going to foul somebody who's going up for a layup, you can't even let them get the ball up. And Casey Harriman was caught in limbo there between fouling him and letting him go, and he gives a little ticky-tack foul, and he's able to possibly make it a 3-point play.
And cannot, but the rebound is tracked down, and they'll say will stay with the Hornets off of Ashford. So all of a sudden Alabama State on a little 7-0 run here. Jays led 31-21, and now it's 31-28, and the Hornets have the ball. 1:27 remaining first half. They're regaining the momentum here as the first half winds down. A.J. Spencer working on Antoine Young. Up and over Ivory White. Deshaun Stevens. Make it Brown. Back out Johnson. Back over Spencer. Between the circles, right of center. Ivory White, high wing left side.
Got, yep, continuity, screens, series of screens.
Kendrick Washington beyond the arc. Jahin's Maniga. There's a tough shot on the way, and the tip in over the rim. Kendrick Washington. 31-30. And now a foul on A.J. Spencer, and Antoine Young will go back to the free throw line to shoot the 1 and make it 2 as the double bonus is in effect here. Foul called on A.J. Spencer. That last play, Kendrick Washington came flying out of nowhere above the rim and tipped that ball back in. It was coming out.
Trying to argue there was goaltending. It was pretty close.
Antoine Young knocks down the free throw. Jays with a 2-point cushion here. 53.6 seconds remaining. But boy, the crowd was into it. The Jays were up 31-21 and just very quickly allowed the Hornets to get right back in this baby.
2 timeouts, one called by Lewis Jackson, and then the media timeout as Antoine Young knocks down the second free throw. A lot of 2 stoppages in play. Really negates a lot of momentum.
All right, 49, 48, 47 remaining first half. A.J. Spencer gives it over Ivory White beyond the arc. White up and over to Deshaun Brown. To Ivan Johnson. Finds Kendrick Washington, back Johnson, back Spencer beyond the arc. 10 on the shot clock, 9, 8, Ivory White, high wing right side. Down inside, ball through the hands of a teammate, Kendrick Washington, turnover Hornets. 23 seconds remaining first half, shot clock is off. Jays will hold for the last shot, up 3, 33-30. Greg McDermott calls a timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Interesting to see if Greg McDermott maybe wants to come back with Kenny Lawson, although he has 2 fouls. Maybe don't want to risk getting an offensive foul, but come back with Caleb Korver, get another shooter on the floor. For Greg McDermott's pretty good at drawing up a nice set play, because they'll have the final shot up 3 with 23 seconds to go in this first half. And right now, Alabama State's made an adjustment, and all they're doing is what's called a flex offense. It has a cross pick right around the block area and then a down pick. So it's just a series of continuous screens where the Blue Jays are going to have to communicate and fight through the picks. They've been able to get a couple open looks, which has really changed this game here.
Alabama State 13 of 30 from the floor. The Jays just 9 of 23, under 40% from the floor, but the Jays with 5 3-pointers tonight, 5 of 11, that's 45%. But they're still getting outboarded now, 20-16. 8 offensive rebounds for Alabama State compared to 5 for Creighton. So on the floor for Creighton, Caleb Korver, Doug McDermott, Antoine Young, Jahens Madigan, and Daryl Ashford. 20 seconds and counting here first half. Antoine Young in the front court, right of center. A.J. Spencer up on him. Young working the clock with 12, with 11, out near the timeline. Doesn't want that 5-second call. 7, 6, Antoine through a screen.
Jeez.
And a moving screen called on Doug McDermott. 5 seconds left first half. Hornets will get the final shot.
Thought he looked set.
And that will put the, player control foul. So they will not get to shoot. And so Kendrick Washington inbound, far side, backcourt, gets it in A.J. Spencer with 4, with 3. Spencer on the run. Spencer down in the paint, drives inside, off the glass, no good. So Creighton will take a 33-30 lead into the locker room here, game 1 of the regular season, but Alabama State giving the Blue Jays all they want here on First National Bank Court here at Quest Center, Omaha. Nick Bond and I will take a break. We'll come back. Halftime show coming up next on Big Sports 590.
Safe and effective. Now you get both guaranteed. 8-Ball Nutrition products are manufactured right here in Omaha and are guaranteed to be free of any banned substances as governed by the NCAA and World Anti-Doping Agency. Vitamins, proteins, amino acids, pre-workout boosters, and more. 8-Ball Nutrition offers student-athlete, military, law enforcement, and firefighter discounts. Products and discounts are available at 8ballnutrition.com or stop by 13724 Industrial Road. 8-Ball Nutrition, university tested, athlete approved.
You've been involved in an auto accident. You're confused and don't know where to turn to fix your vehicle the right way, the Rusty Eck way. Rusty Eck is more than just your favorite Ford store. Rusty Eck is Nebraska's only Ford certified collision shop, the only one in Nebraska. No rental car? No problem. Rusty Eck will give you something to drive while they fix your ride free. You heard right, something free to drive while they handle all of your repairs. Rusty Eck certified technicians will thoroughly explain your estimate and then put your vehicle back together the right way. And you can feel good knowing that Rusty Eck uses eco-friendly products that are great for your car and safe for the environment. So no matter what make of vehicle you drive, if you need body work and you want it done the right way, the only way is the Rusty Eck way. Rusty Eck Auto Body, just off I-80 and Sapp Brothers exit. Auto Body done the right way, the only way, the Rusty Eck way.
It is halftime here at Quest Center, Omaha. T. Scott Moore, Nick Baugh here with you on this Friday night. Blue Jays up 33-30 at the half, and we'll take a look at the stats in a minute, Nick. But we talked in the pregame show about things we were going to look for. A little more continuity in the offense, communication defensively. I think the Jays have shown some signs of progress in both those areas, but their lapses have allowed Alabama State to get right back in this game.
Well, a lack of cohesiveness has shown itself at times, and what that does is it doesn't allow you to put 3, 4, 5 good possessions together in a row, and that's what you've seen. You're right, you've definitely seen signs of it, but the problem is Creighton hasn't been able to get those continuous possessions, and that's when you go on runs, and that's when you extend leads, and that's the sign of a young team that's trying to find their way in terms of lineups and what a coach wants.
you know, you've had, I mean, some individual efforts, kind of like mini runs. Wayne Reynolds with a couple of good plays. Darrell Ashford, a couple of good plays. Antoine Young, a couple of good plays. Jahens Manigat. But again, Kenny Lawson picking up those 2 fouls.
Huge.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, you know, you don't want to put too much on Kenny and say, well, you got to do this. You got to stay out of foul trouble, but you got to do this. But he is going to have to do some things and play rather smartly with the role that he is going to be required to play at least into December until Gregory Echenike gets eligible and they've got some more depth at that 5 spot.
Well, you heard Greg McDermott talk about it in the open, saying that he wants to establish Kenny Lawson on the block first and foremost, and then work off him with some three-point shooting opportunities.
And they really haven't been able to do that in the exhibition game or tonight.
Well, the one thing you look at in the first exhibition game against Northern State, for the entire game, Creighton had 44 points in the paint. In the first half here against Alabama State, Creighton has 6 points in the paint. That is a direct reflection of Kenny Lawson Jr. and his foul trouble. 2 fouls, really, really important. But the biggest thing that kept Alabama State early in the game, they didn't shoot the ball well in that first 10 minutes, but it was offensive rebounding that kept Alabama State in the basketball game. They got 9 second chance points. Rebounding is going to be big, but when Creighton gets Kenny Lawson back on the floor, that should help things offensively. But Antoine Young had a pretty good first half, and the Jays were able to knock down some threes and get to the free throw line, which was really, really important. 25 of Creighton's 33 points coming from the three-point line and the free throw line. So that's a very telling stat right there.
Kenny Lawson only on the floor for 7 minutes of that first half. Well, he should be fresh for the second half.
You'd think.
All right, we're going to take a break, come back. Nick Baum will break down the first half stats in detail for us when we come back. It's halftime here at Quest Center Omaha. Creighton leads Alabama State 33-30. Back after this on Big Sports 590.
The Creighton Athletic Department, in its commitment to excellence, is proud to be associated with the new full-service Holiday Inn downtown Omaha at 15th and Cumming Streets, a hotel dedicated to setting the standard in service with a focus on the business traveler. With its gallery-like lobby and spacious king and double king rooms, the Holiday Inn downtown Omaha will quickly become your business base camp in Omaha. For more information on rates and availability, call 402-341-0124 or go to holidayinndowntownomaha.com.
So you've been thinking about upgrading your sound system, but yeah, it's time to stop thinking and act. Kidwell can help you secure a sound system at a price that fits your budget. The economy has made it a buyer's paradise. Vendors are slashing their prices, and Kidwell can purchase and install a system that's right for your needs. You won't believe how good you sound and how much money you've saved. Your presentation will finally have the pizzazz your audience is craving. Call Kidwell today, the leaders in technology solutions.
I'm T. Scott Maher, voice of the Jays for Fernando's Cafe and Cantina. You know, you travel with the Jays around the country, you eat at some great restaurants. But I always enjoy coming home to the unique flavor you can only find at Fernando's Cafe and Cantina. It's the Sonoran-style Mexican food that I love. They're open 7 days a week. They make everything fresh every day. Fernando's has a location close to you, open for lunch and dinner, catering services, banquet facilities, 114th Street south of Dodge, 75th and Pacific and Main Street in downtown Blair. Fernando's Cafe and Cantina. Try it. You'll love it.
KXSP Omaha.
There's a square mile in the heartland where miracles happen every day. Come visit Boys Town, where children from across the country and families right here in our own community build bright new futures. Our world-famous village is Nebraska's only National Historic Landmark District. We're open year-round and admission is free. For more information, give us a call at 402-498-1140 or visit us online at boystown.org/discover.
Welcome back to Quest Center Omaha. It's halftime. The Blue Jays lead Alabama State 33-30 in the season opener here. Hey, the Missouri Valley Conference wants you to be the millionth fan in Arch Madness history down in St. Louis when the Valley has the annual men's basketball championship. Scott Trade Center, March 3rd through the 6th. The millionth fan will win a prize package that includes tickets to future Arch Madness events. Buy your all-session Arch Madness 2010 tickets today and save $15 by calling 280-JAYS. That's 402-280-5297. Look around the Valley. Indiana State a winner over Texas Pan Am, 69-46. Number 10 Syracuse pulling away from Northern Iowa now in New York, 68-46. Iowa State up over Northern Arizona, 35-20. Of course, the Jays will take on Iowa State next week. Women's basketball today, Missouri Valley Conference women's basketball. Creighton over Liberty in Raleigh, North Carolina. The
tournament out there. 40-35 your final. Meanwhile, men's soccer tournament in Peoria. Bradley now with the lead over Creighton 3-2 with 2:35 left in the half. And women's soccer tournament, NCAA from Minneapolis, Minnesota 4, Creighton 2, 8:15 left in the second half. All right, let's, you know what, let's take another break. We'll come back and we'll look at our first half stats then. All right, 33-30 at the half. Right back after this. First half stats coming at you, courtesy of Nick Baugh after this on Big Sports 590.
Safe and effective. Now you get both guaranteed. 8-Ball nutrition products are manufactured right here in Omaha and are guaranteed to be free of any banned substances as governed by the NCAA and World Anti-Doping Agency. Vitamins, proteins, amino acids, pre-workout boosters, and more. 8-Ball Nutrition offers student-athlete, military, law enforcement, and firefighter discounts. Products and discounts are available at 8ballnutrition.com or stop by 13724 Industrial Road. 8-Ball Nutrition, university tested, athlete approved.
The Creighton Athletic Department and its commitment to excellence is proud to be associated with the new full-service Holiday Inn downtown Omaha at 15th and Cumming Streets, a hotel dedicated to setting the standard in service with a focus on the business traveler. With its gallery-like lobby and spacious king and double king rooms, the Holiday Inn downtown Omaha will quickly become your business base camp in Omaha. For more information on rates and availability, call 402-341-0124 or go to holidayinndowntownomaha.com.
This season, more than 90 basketball games have been scheduled between teams from the 28 Jesuit colleges and universities across the United States. Each of these 28 Jesuit schools is dedicated to strong academics, teaching men and women to serve others and live a faith that does justice. For over 500 years, Jesuit Catholic higher education has been creating bright futures for its more than 200,000 students in the U.S. We thank all Blue Jay fans for their support of Creighton University and its Jesuit mission.
Want to look like a top dog? Well, here's your styling machine. The all-new 2011 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. It's a hot drive. At 31 miles per gallon, you won't be wasting your party money. Push-button start, awesome sunroof, Rockford Fosgate sound for under 19 grand. And we take trade-ins, lock it in. The Outlander Sport. Test drive and buy at Omaha Mitsubishi, 182nd and Dodge, or omahamitsubishi.com.
D-Rock. Welcome back. It's halftime. Quick looks, the first half stats before we're joined by Blue Jay assistant coach Darren DeVries. Take it away, Nick. Jays are led by Antoine Young with 11 points in 17 minutes. Doug McDermott, first start, 7 points, 4 rebounds in 17 minutes as well. Kenny Lawson Jr. with 2 fouls, only 2 points, 0 rebounds in 7 minutes. Alabama State was led by Avery White with 8 points and 7 rebounds in 16 minutes. Jays were able to overcome some of their problems with Kenny Lawson Jr. being in foul trouble with 25 points combined between three-pointers and free throws. Alabama State only had 12 points combined between three-pointers and free throws, so that's something to look at as well. Points in the paint in favor of Alabama State, 14-16. And again, second chance points really important, 9-2 in favor of Alabama State, 8 offensive rebounds for the Hornets. All right, we're now joined by Blue Jay assistant Darren DeVries. Coach, your assessment of the first half by the Jays.
I think, you know, part of it's just we need to settle down a little bit at both ends of the floor and then just get to being aggressive. But, you know, you're a little tentative that first time out, you know, on decision making, then you don't play fast. You don't play as hard. You don't play with, you know, quite the physicality you'd like to do it. So we clean that up this half and hopefully settle down a little bit, which means actually playing, you know, at maybe a little higher level, especially on the glass. You know, that's really, our half-court defense really wasn't bad. It was more about second chance points that, you know, kept them in the game. And then a couple turnovers there late when we built the lead to 10 that gave them a couple easy ones to cut it right back down to our working margins for them. So we just need to come out and be more aggressive this half. Really want to attack them more in transition. You know, we're kind of getting into the, you know, walking it up and not utilizing, you know, what Antoine can do in the open floor and putting more pressure on them to stop us. And then getting Kenny going in the second half is going to be a huge key, you know, because we're better inside and we got to get the ball in there more. And a big part of that's going to be establishing Kenny on the low post, you know, because they had their success late in the half there by going to a small lineup. And if they're going to do that, then we got to make them pay at the other end by throwing it inside, and then on the glass on both ends of the floor.
Kenny Lawson only on the floor 7 minutes for you in that first half, picking up those fouls. You had some guys come off the bench though and play well. Daryl Ashford coming in as a 6-man. Wayne Runnels coming off the bench in a support role as well. Gave you some pretty decent minutes.
Yeah, I thought Wayne and Daryl and Jahans did a nice job coming off the bench, gave us a little spark, and hopefully they can do that again this half. And as the game wears on, hopefully we can wear them out a little bit. But to do that, we got to pick up our intensity a little bit and attack a little more in transition.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, D-Rock.
All right, Blue Jay assistant coach Darren DeVries, a new feature here at halftime. Now we can look a little more at the stats as well, some individual numbers. We talked about Jahins, Manigaw having a decent first half, Wayne and Daryl having decent first halves. Go ahead and take a closer look at them, Nick.
Josh Jones had 2 points and 3 rebounds in 9 minutes of action. And then we talked about Jahins. Manigaw, he had 6 points, 2 or 3 from downtown, 11 minutes. He also had 1 steal. Wayne Runnels, 2 points, 3 rebounds, got 2 fouls, 1 assist in 9 minutes, played hard, did some good things off the bench. Daryl Ashford came in off the bench, knocked down 3 free throws, has 3 points. He has 2 rebounds and 2 assists in 14 minutes of action. Jace had 5 assists on 9 made baskets and 5 turnovers as well. But again, the rebounding is going to be really important here. Darren DeVries talking about it. 8 offensive rebounds for Alabama State. Alabama State turned the ball over 8 times. They have 7 team assists. Statistics to look at: points off turnovers in favor of the Jays, 9-8. Fast break points, 3-2 in favor of Creighton. Bench points in favor of Alabama State, 16-11. But I do agree with Coach DeVries talking about wanting to push it and transition a little bit more. That's an area where Antoine Young can really hurt Alabama State, breaking them down in a broken floor setting. But really look for Creighton to establish Kenny Lawson Jr. early in this first 3-4 minutes of this second half.
Absolutely.
Because that'll soften up this defense, and the Jays will then get more good looks from the 3-point line, as they were 5 of 11 from downtown. Antoine Young was 2 of 2. Jahins Manigaw was 2 of 3. So really important for Kenny Lawson to get things going in the first 2-3 minutes, 3-4 minutes this second half.
All right, we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll come back. We'll have the second half for you. Jays 33, Alabama State 30. Second half coming up next on Big Sports 590.
Robert's Dairy has been getting milk from local dairy farms like mine for more than 100 years. When people ask me about going green, I tell them it's what we've always done to ensure healthy cows that produce pure, wholesome milk with absolutely no added growth hormones. This is a way of life to us, one I want to preserve for my family and for future generations. Learn more at robertsdairy.com.
Robert's Auburn, how do you make it taste so good?
And we are back at Quest Center, Omaha. T. Scott Martin, Nick Baugh with you. Creighton Blue Jays opening their season against Alabama State. And the Jays with a 33-30 lead. Remember, though, they led 31-21, got outscored 9-2 in about the last 2.5 minutes by the Hornets.
Again, a timeout by Lewis Jackson, and then there was a under 4-minute media timeout, so 2 stoppages in play really caused the momentum to shift.
Alabama State will get the ball to start the second half. On the floor for the Jays, Antoine Young, Caleb Korver, Josh Jones, Doug McDermott, and Kenny Lawson Jr. A.J. Spencer at the point for the Hornets, working against the man-to-man defense. Antoine Young on him. Down inside they go, Ivory White. Down inside the big fella at 6'10", Patrick Davis, up and over Kenny Lawson Jr. to start the second half. So they work it inside. Antoine Young, high wing left side, Caleb Korver. Korver bounce pass inside, reach in foul, Patrick Davis. His first personal, first team foul of the half on Alabama State.
That was just a set play to get everybody on the right side of the floor. Have Kenny Lawson Jr. post up on the left block and throw it into him, and he already draws a foul.
Antoine Young inside, inbound, left side, under the Blue Jay hoop, finds Doug McDermott, wide open, lays it up and over the rim.
He scored twice on that baseline out of bounds play, setting a back pick for Kenny Lawson. Both defenders have to help on that, leaves Doug McDermott wide open right in the middle of the paint, and he scores.
Antoine Young under a screen by, there's Ivory White with the ball on the right wing, back out, A.J. Spencer. Spencer down inside, Robert Sanders now back outside. Sanders got Lawson out away from the block, now they go down inside, back outside. Sanders, jumper on the way, off the iron, no good, run down by Kenny Lawson fighting for it. It's out of bounds, and it will go to the Blue Jays thanks to the hustle of Kenny Lawson Jr. battling Robert Sanders down there for the ball in front of the Hornet bench.
Right now they're coming with a double team. It's twice they've posted up Patrick Davis on Doug McDermott, and Kenny Lawson has come with a double team, was late on the first time and was on time on the second possession.
Antoine Young across the timeline left side finds Caleb Korver. Entry pass Lawson, down inside Lawson, dunks it! Oh baby! Kenny split the two Hornet defenders and flushed it.
Talked about wanting to establish him. That's an establishment right there.
That's high percentage.
Yes, sir.
37-32 Jays. A.J. Spencer working Antoine Young out on the high wing left side. Young under the screen set by Sanders. Goes to his right, kicks back outside on the wing. Ivory White driving inside on Korver, kicks back out. Robert Sanders down inside for the big fella Davis. There's a shot on the way. It's a 3-ball, and it is good to Derek Washington, left baseline. Antoine Young across the timeline quickly. Jays pushing it. Doug McDermott, top of the key, left wing Korver. Looking inside Lawson, entry pass, left block. Spins to his left, great move, goes for the flush, no foul, and he misses it.
Strong move, though.
Spencer across the timeline for the Hornets. Left to right on your radio. Antoine Young, Sanders, pump fake. Down inside, Robert Sanders. Back outside, A.J. Spencer. Jays up 37-35. 12 on the shot clock. Spencer working on Antoine Young, takes him to the left, back outside Sanders, gonna try a 3 on the way, it's good! Alabama State with 2 quick threes, retakes the lead, 38-37.
Kenny's gonna have to get out there a little bit extended on the perimeter because clearly Sanders is willing to shoot that shot.
Josh Jones on the floor. Antoine Young in traffic off of a Hornet. Again, no whistle, no foul, but it will stay with the Blue Jays. Antoine Young to inbound. Finds Doug McDermott. McDermott on the right side, loses the basketball, keeps it alive, tips it into the hands of Antoine Young. Right in front of the Blue Jay bench. Bounce pass, McDermott on the right. McDermott, tough shot off the glass, no good. Put back is good. Give him a rebound and a field goal.
He's just so good around the rim of maneuvering his body and pogoing the basketball, not even coming down with it and tipping it back in.
Sanders, free throw line extended, now down inside, gets away with a walk. A.J. Spencer top of the key. Antoine Young runs into a screen, and A.J. Spencer knocks down yet another jumper. And the Hornets retake the lead. 40-39, and now the freshman Doug McDermott commits an error by stepping on the inline on the inbound and turns it over. So there's, for the first time, McDermott showing a little bit of that freshman.
Yeah, just a little bit of token pressure
Fed
from
up.
Spencer. Now the Jays have kind of been just exchanging baskets. You don't want to fall in love with this. You got to start getting some stops.
Spencer inside Sanders, ball knocked away by Korver, off of Sanders, quick hands by Caleb Korver, gives the Blue Jays back the basketball. McDermott looks at a double team on Antoine Young, denying him the ball, so he inbounds to Jones, who gets it back to Young, and here comes Antoine. Across the timeline, left of center now moves to the right. Jumper on the way, left-handed jumper in rhythm is nothing but nylon, Antoine Young.
Little cat and mouse game between Antoine Young and Doug McDermott, setting an on-ball screen high about 35 feet away from the hoop, goes back and forth and frees himself up with a jumper.
Cross-court pass, Ivory White on the right wing from left side. Spencer, turnaround jumper on the way, no good. Rebound, Antoine Young, weak side, on the run, pushing it. Young in traffic, down the left side, off the glass, and good!
Antoine Young!
Darren DeVries wanted it. The junior from Bellevue delivers, pushing it in transition, laying it in with the left hand.
Crowd getting into it, 43-40, Jays up. Spencer working on Young, outside, Sanders, top of the key, right wing now, Ivory White. Korver on him. White looking down inside to Davis, the big man, back outside. Sanders, make it to Murray. Jumper on the way, no good. Antoine Young, another rebound. Can Derek Washington with a miss? Young again on the move, in traffic, out McDermott, wing, 3 on the way, nothing but nylon. Antoine Young with the assist, McDermott drops it.
It's the Antoine Young show right now, getting the rebound, pushing it, drawing 2 defenders, kicking it to the coach's son, Doug McDermott, drilling a triple. The crowd is on their feet here at Quest Center, Omaha.
Big smile by Antoine Young, 46-40 Jays. Still just a 2-possession lead. Entry pass from Chris Duncan. Steal by Corver. It's stolen right back. Caleb fell asleep. A.J. Spencer down inside. Will they call the charge? They're going to call a blocking. No. Yep, call the charge, absolutely. Didn't really see that official make that call. So Young on fire offensively, defensively, doing it all. Time out of the floor. 15:03 remaining in this ball game. Jays retake the lead, 46-40. Back after this on Big Sports 590.
Jerry Ryan Clothing and Sportswear is your Blue Jay headquarters for both men's and women's Blue Jay gear. Year after year, the Blue Jay fans are a great benefit to our business. Jerry Ryan's at 78th and Dodge is where the Jays coaches shop for both Blue Jay gear and professional dress. We want to make things easy and fun for your professional dress needs. Exclusive sportswear and the best Blue Jay gear in town is waiting for you at Jerry Ryan Clothing and Sportswear.
At Jerry Ryan's, we bring out the best in you.
Join Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Midlands and start something big this holiday season. Make a difference in a child's life by giving 50 kids 50 mentors in 50 days. The power of our one-to-one relationships helps keep kids in school, away from alcohol and drugs, improves family interactions, and positively impacts our community. So when will you start? Join Big Brothers Big Sisters and help give 50 kids 50 mentors in 50 days. Call 505-3075 or visit bbbsomaha.org.
Talent, teamwork, and commitment. Put them together, you have a formula for excellence. That's why at Omaha Orthopedic Clinic and Sports Medicine, they've assembled a team of the most talented surgeons. Dr. Richard Murphy, Dr. Michael Morrison, Dr. Peter Semino, Dr. Jason Michaels, and a great support staff, all working together, all committed to one goal, to utilize the latest treatments and technologies that will provide their patients with the highest quality health care possible. Find out more. Go to omahaorthopedic.com. Omaha Orthopedic Clinic and Sports Medicine, a practice of excellence since 1934.
It's time for the answer to our Omaha Orthopedic and Sports Medicine trivia question. Doug McDermott, true freshman. First time getting this start tonight. The question is, when was the last time a true freshman started an exhibition game? The answer is Latrell Reitzel, November 14th, 1988. Reitzel had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists in 31 minutes of play in a win over Turkey, 75-66. That trivia question is brought to you by Omaha Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, a practice of excellence since 1934.
You know, you talk about true freshmen in their first starts. Doug McDermott in 22 minutes so far, 14 points and 5 boards.
Doug McDermott and Antoine Young are making every single play right now, especially Antoine Young. And only has 3 assists, but he's doing a really good job. He has 4 rebounds.
Hey, he's 4 for 5.
Yeah, well,
and he's got 15 points. He leads all scorers right now. 29 of the Blue Jays' 46 points are from Young and McDermott, the junior and the freshman. All right, answering the bell. Antoine's going to get a break. Jahens Manigat will go to the point. Josh Jones back in the ball game. Wayne Reynolds, Darrell Ashford, and Doug McDermott, the aforementioned freshman. 46-40, Jays with a lead. 15:03 remaining in this ball game. Full court pressure now. The Jays will work with that. And the freshman, Jahens Manigat, at the point. McDermott sets a screen for Manigat. Manigat drives down inside, throws the ball up. It is blocked. And is there a foul call? Sharif Adamu blocked the ball, but I think then when he came down, he was out of bounds. So they're going to give it back to the Jays. Tough play by Jahens.
And you can tell Greg McDermott said, settle down, just wait for the game to come to you.
They inbound to to Reynolds, who finds McDermott, who gets it back over Manigat. 3 on the way, rims out, no good. He thought that was down. He was backpedaling and just rimmed out.
Not gun shy, the freshman.
Here come the Hornets. Middlebrooks at the point now. A.J. Spencer getting abreast while Antoine Young off as well. McDermott goes for a steal on Ivory White, can't make it, and that finally a miss by the Hornets. Jahens Manigat on the run, up into front court, pulls it back, nowhere to go. Ball knocked out of bounds by Kaleem Noel. The Jays will keep it right here, up 46-40.
Really important minutes for the freshman handling the ball. Jahens Manigat at the point guard
position. He's playing on the edge right now a little bit.
Just slow down a little bit. He's going to have to give Antoine Young a quick breather here and time and again.
Middlebrooks is a junior. Manigat, of course, the freshman. Now McDermott working on Ivory White, takes him down the right side of the paint. Turnaround jumper is good. Doug McDermott.
Set play to get him a isolated driving opportunity at the left wing. He uses right hand. He couple dribbles, pops up, knocks it down. 16 points for Doug McDermott.
Ivory White looking inside, instead comes back outside to Sharif Adamu. And now a foul away from the ball.
Josh Jones holding. I know it's football season, but he gets called for holding.
Jones out, Antoine Young back in. Kenny Lawson in for McDermott. So Lawson back on the floor. So now Jahins Manigaw will go back to the 2-guard, off-guard position, and Antoine back to the point, and it will remain with the Hornets here.
See if the Jays can get
First team foul,
separation.
by the way, on the Blue Jays. Up 8, 48-40. They got to get a stop first. And the steal by Ashford. Ashford on the run. Ashford down the right side, stutter step, and they're going to call a travel. Daryl Ashford kind of got his strides like a long jumper, kind of messed up. He tried something fancy and got called for the walk.
Good steal. Yeah, he just got a little bit caught in between in what he wanted to do.
Yep.
And going to practice, Greg McDermott works a lot on 2-foot jump stops, going hard into the defender. I think that's what he'd like to see Ashford have done. Just land on 2 and go up strong.
Middlebrooks, top of the key now, right side, over they go. Ivan Johnson, back Middlebrooks. Over to Noel, back out Noel, beyond the arc. Noel working right side, up and over. Ivan Johnson driving inside, jumper on the way, no good. Rebounded, Kenny Lawson. Again, the Jays just need to slow down a little bit here.
See if they can execute something here. They did a nice job of getting a set play for Doug McDermott. See what they can do on this possession.
Manigaw brings it up. Antoine Young playing off the ball a little bit. Ashford driving inside. Lawson double teamed. Lawson hook shot is good. Up and through the double team.
Excellent usage of the pivot foot there. Pivoted all the way around. Kind of a ball fake like he's going to kick it out. Bought him some time. And the Jays are up 10 right now.
Equaling their largest lead of the night. 50-40 now. Sharif Adamu, jumper on the way, is good. Up and over Kenny Lawson from the top of the key.
Well, that's happened a lot for Kenny Lawson. He's had some jump shots drilled right in his face.
Antoine Young driving the floor. Antoine Young throws up the shot, no good. Can't control, here come the Hornets. Reynolds back, along with Manigaw for the Jays. Jeffrey Middlebrooks, and you've got a player trailing the play. So it looks like Kendrick Washington, Ivory White, looks like he's cramping up, is what it looks like. So Kendrick Washington going to come on for the Hornets, and Ivory White will have to come off the floor. 12:30 remaining in this one. Jays up 50-42 on a bit of a run, and now the Hornets have answered with a quick 2. Let's see what the Jays have in their pocket.
See if they'll keep going to isolating Kenny Lawson a little bit away from the hoop, just doing some pick and roll stuff and throwing it back to the screener who's been Lawson's man.
Ivan Johnson inbounds. There's a jumper on the way. Weak, no good. Long rebound into the hands of Antoine Young. Young across the timeline, left of center to Ashford on the left wing. Darrell shaking, bacon. Baseline is closed. Finds Reynolds on the wing. Wayne kicks it back out, Antoine Young. Antoine says, let's slow down and set up something here, fellas. High post to Lawson. Kenny outside. Ball deflected into the hands of Reynolds. Reynolds working the basketball against Ivan Johnson. Wayne picks up his dribble. Nowhere to go. Hands off. Antoine Young has it knocked away. 7 on the shot clock. Young on the move. Young, jumper on the way. No good. Follow and put back by Ashford.
Boy, not a very good possession. Results in 2 points. All is well that ends well. The Jays were really out of sorts. But Ashford with the tip in from the prayer from Antoine Young. Good job by Daryl Ashford going to the offensive glass.
11:30 and counting here. Ivan Johnson with the basketball, making Kendrick Washington down inside. Noel, ball stripped away. Antoine Young with the ball, center of the floor. Outlet pass, left side, Ashford on the wing. Reynolds on the block, turns and travels. Wayne got just a little bit sped up. Time out of the floor. Turnover Blue Jays. It'll be Hornet basketball. 11:20 left in the game. Jays up 52-42. Back after this on Big Sports 590.
You won't find a better dry cleaner than Fashion Cleaners. They are the best. You hear that when you talk to Omaha's locally owned clothing retailers. People who have been in the fine clothing business for a long time.
I've been using Fashion Cleaners for over 25 years.
John Lindley from Lindley Clothing on the northeast corner of 132nd and Dodge has worked with Omaha businessmen for years. He understands customers who value the details. Like a dress shirt, always done the right way.
You know, I recommend Fashion for most of my customers. Their service has been absolutely unbelievable.
When you care about your clothing and want it to look as good as the day you bought it, choose the dry cleaner voted Best of Omaha.
When they deliver my dry cleaning, when they bring it in the door, you can just see that it's done right.
Find out why people who know clothing choose Fashion Cleaners, and America's best cleaner. For a location close to you or to sign up for home delivery, just go to fashioncleaners.com, because your style matters.
We want you to be our millionth fan at Arch Madness. Don't miss the 2011 State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Championship, March 3rd through 6th at Scott Trade Center. Presented by Diet Pepsi and Fox Sports Kansas City. Arch Madness. Your Creighton Blue Jays will be there, and so should you. For tickets, call 402-280-5297. 402-280-5297. Or visit archmadness.com.
Blue Jay basketball is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there for all your insurance needs. Call Ron Niederhaus at 333-5104. And by Anthony's Steakhouse. Anthony's Steakhouse and Lounge, Omaha's finest and friendliest restaurant.
11:20 remaining in this one. Jays up 52-42. Great stat, Nick.
Yes.
The Blue Jays in the paint to come out in this second half have really, they wanted to concentrate on it. I think they've job done.
14-2 in favor of the Jays. Points in the paint in the first part of this second half. 20 points in the paint now total for Creighton. A lot of that's been Kenny Lawson. A lot of that's been Doug McDermott. Everybody's done a better job of just attacking the rim. And the Jays have also done a better job on the glass now. They're winning the battle of the boards 26-23. They were down 20-17 at the end of the first half.
All right. Jones, Young, Corver, McDermott, and Lawson answer the bell for Greg McDermott. Hornets with the basketball. Jays up 10. 52-42, 11-19 and counting. Middlebrooks with the basketball across the timeline. Antoine Young waits for him. Middlebrooks takes him high wing left side. Over to Ivan Johnson. Back Middlebrooks, top of the key. Kendrick Washington. Guarded by Corver. Ivan Johnson cuts across on the right wing. Jones on him. 15 on the shot clock. Good D. Denying defense. Great hands in the passing lanes by Antoine Young. And Young's cramping up. He keeps grabbing his right calf. And he's going to have to come out, I think. He's looking over at the bench.
He's going to have to do a good job during his preparation of making sure he gets enough fluids and rest on his days off from not playing, because he's going to have to play 35 minutes a game.
Middlebrooks gets it in. Ivan Johnson back and up and over to Adamu. Knocks down the three ball.
They've struggled with that a little bit. Pick and roll basketball, and the screener has been the one that's given them issues.
Alabama State now 3 for 5 from downtown in the second half, as they are forced to inbound near midcourt to Kenny Lawson to beat the pressure. Now Antoine Young's got it in front court. Guarded by Jeffrey Middlebrooks. Antoine, baseball pass over to Caleb Corver. Entry pass, bounce pass to Lawson, knocked away. Corver on the floor, and it will go to the Hornets.
It's a little bit sloppy, and Caleb Corver and Kenny Lawson Jr. having a discussion, and bottom line, you got to just complete the pass. I don't know who to blame there, Caleb or Kenny, but they tried to isolate Kenny Lawson on the block and got poked away, and now it's a turnover back to Alabama State.
10-point lead, now 7, thanks to that 3 by Adamu. He's got the ball now. McDermott on him. Back out Patrick Davis, guarded by Lawson beyond the arc. Kendrick Washington, guarded by Corver, top of the key. Left wing now. Ivan Johnson working on Josh Jones. Jumper on the way. No good. Corver rebound. Corver bounces it up to Antoine Young, quickly across the timeline, left of center. Antoine, top of the key, McDermott. Entry pass, Lawson fronted. Kenny down inside. Kenny misses a flush, but he's fouled by Patrick Davis.
He has to finish those.
Yes,
I know
he
that
does.
looks nice, and it looks cool to everybody. It looks like he tried to dunk another one. He's got to get 3 out of those plays right there. That's a nice job of running down the floor and sealing his man, and a great pass from Doug McDermott, but Kenny Lawson twice now has gone for dunks and come up empty. He's got to get 3 out of those.
Lawson at the free throw line for the first time tonight. No, I'm sorry, he's 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. Make it 3 for 3. That one rattles down. Ivan Johnson out, and Stephon Brown back in for Alabama State. Lawson stepping back to the free throw line. Jays up 53-45, 9:50 remaining first half, or rather in this ball game, excuse me. Lawson's second free throw is good.
Got to get some stops here. consecutive stops. It's what will separate this game.
A.J. Spencer hasn't seen much of the floor in the second half. Middlebrooks is doing all the work at the point. Spencer played extensively in the first half. Not sure. I know he ran into a couple of screens. Not sure if he's injured or what. Adamu with the basketball, looking inside to Davis. Got to kick it back outside. Adamu hit 1-3. Will he make it 2? No. Loss and rebound. One and done, Hornets. Antoine Young with the basketball, center of the floor. Jays have numbers momentarily. And a foul called on the Hornets. Josh Jones driving baseline. That'll be team foul number 4 on Alabama State.
Alabama State foul, number 4, Jeff Middlebrooks.
Middlebrooks called for that foul. And Jays, Caleb Corver will inbound right side, gets it to McDermott, kicks out. Josh Jones on the wing, guarded by Derek Washington. Antoine Young, jumper no good, hard off the iron, no good. Middlebrooks with a rebound, one and done Jays. Up 54-45. Coming out of the 9-minute mark. Middlebrooks, out Adamu. Out Brown. Back over Washington, back left wing. Middlebrooks down low. Adamu, 3 on the way, no good. On the floor, can Lawson retrieve it? It's in his legs. Will they call a jump or a timeout? If it is a jump, it'll go the Blue Jays' way. I believe it is.
Substitution for Alabama State, number 15.
Yep.
Sanders checks in.
Good hustle by the Jays. It was like a hot potato down there.
It was literally, you said it was right between Lawson's legs.
Got to make you nervous.
Yeah.
Doug McDermott to inbound for the Blue Jays. Again, Alabama State showing full court pressure, man pressure on these inbound plays. And denying the ball to Antoine Young. They finally get it in Corver. Back McDermott over to Antoine. Here he comes. Middlebrooks all over it. Antoine across the timeline. 8:30 and counting in the ball game. McDermott shows ball to Adamu. Cutting down inside, Jones, and a blocking foul. Josh Jones exploding to the rim. Nice pass. Jones will shoot free throws.
Set play to get a high-low look for Kenny Lawson, and Doug McDermott got a little sped up with some ball pressure and turned his back to the basket, and then went to go to Josh Jones, and they tried to deny Josh Jones, and intelligently he goes back door, and Josh Jones catches it with his left hand and up strong and draws the foul.
Jones, a 44% free throw shooter last year, knocks that one down. And on the night, the Jays once again shooting well from the free throw line as a team.
Good to see. As Antoine Young will take a seat here for probably the steal a little extra break, because there's 23 seconds until the 8-minute mark. And there'll be a media timeout as Antoine Young has been cramping. He's slamming some Gatorade on the bench.
Jones gives the Jays their largest lead of the night at 11. 56-45, 8:23 remaining. Jahans Manigaw back in at the point. The freshman spelling Antoine Young. And A.J. Spencer back up off the bench for the Hornets as well. Spencer, the senior. Top of the key to Brown, back Spencer. Jones up on A.J. Spencer. Pressuring the ball out on the wing. Through the screen, right side, jumper on the way. Tough shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, Jahans Manigaw. Pulls up the timeline now into front court. Working on Spencer. Fires the ball to Ashford on the wing in front of the Blue Jay bench. McDermott looking inside, swings the ball left wing Jones. Jones working, looking for Kenny Lawson. Lawson on the block. Lawson, pump fake, loses the ball. Tied up, reach-in foul, A.J. Spencer. Kenny just couldn't get the ball out of his hands. Time out of the floor, 7:44 remaining in this one. Jays now up 56-45. It'll be Blue Jay basketball when we come back on Big Sports 590.
So you've been thinking about upgrading your sound system, but yeah, it's time to stop thinking and act. Kidwell can help you secure a sound system at a price that fits your budget. The economy has made it a buyer's paradise. Vendors are slashing their prices, and Kidwell can purchase and install a system that's right for your needs. You won't believe how good you sound and how much money you've saved. Your presentation will finally have the pizzazz your audience is craving. Call Kidwell today, the leaders in technology solutions.
Oh, you got all of that one.
Enjoy the long walk in the short grass.
For thousands of clients nationwide, GolfTech's certified personal coaches have used superior swing technology and a proven teaching approach to build a game you can trust.
Located just off 114th and Dodge Street. Call 402-905-2990 for more information or online at golftech.tec.com.
GolfTech. Expect to improve.
Got to get rid of some snow? You'll beat the blizzards every time with Bobcat snow removal machines from Bobcat of Omaha. Bobcat of Omaha reminds you that Bobcat machines, including loaders, mini track loaders, and the Toolcat 5600, are fast, maneuverable, and deliver plenty of traction for working in deep snow and slippery surfaces. Streets, sidewalks, driveways, and parking lots come clean in a hurry when Bobcat is on the job. So make snow go with Bobcat machines and snow removal attachments from Bobcat of Omaha.
Blue Jay basketball is brought to you by the Dubliner Pub, your pre- and post-game destination for all Blue Jay home games. The Dubliner Pub at 12th and Harney, and by Dr. Bimbo Petro. Doctors Bimbo and Vince Petro, General Family Dentistry on the corners of 144th and West Dodge Road. Dial 397-4505.
Blue Jays now widening out that rebound margin, up now 30-24 after trailing all first half and trailing coming into the second half as well. The Blue Jays tonight just very solid, Nick. 46% from the floor, 46% from downtown, 82% from the free throw line. Just kind of a workmanlike effort tonight. They've only got 56 points, but again, doing a nice job, you know, coming out, making adjustments in the second half. So far, the second half has looked much better than the first half.
Yeah, second half very efficient.
Just from a consistency standpoint.
56% from the field shooting for the Blue Jays.
Antoine Young inbounds. Manigat is fouled on a three-point attempt, and Jahins Manigat, for the first time as a Blue Jay, will go to the line for 3 free throws.
Set play to get a three-pointer for Jahins off of a baseline out of bounds. Set a triple screen for the freshman, and he comes off it and is ready to fire. He's not gun-shy, and they'd have to foul him.
7th team foul, by the way, as well on the Hornets, and Manigat converts the free throw.
Important stretch here. This will decide whether or not this is going to be a
close game
close one or not here in the next 3-4 minutes.
Manigat knocks down the second. Did he take a free throw? Nope, these are his first free throws as a Creighton Blue Jay. What a moment. I like what I see out of this kid.
I do too. I really, really do. These going to be important.
3 free throws for Jahins Manigat.
He's going to provide big minutes off the bench, both at the point and two.
Yeah, not just in his steadying influence as a backup point guard, but as a scorer.
Yeah.
Manigat now with, a miss and a rebound by Kenny Lawson. That's where the big fella comes in handy, is those rebounds. Lawson's been on the floor in the second half. The numbers reflect that rebound category. Lawson, 3 on the way. Hard off the iron, no good. Run down A.J. Spencer, 1-on-2. Now 3-on-2. Down quickly, the Jays, good transition D. Jumper on the way, 3-ball, no good. 1-and-done Hornets. Here comes Antoine Young on the run. Left side, bounce pass, Lawson on the block. Back out. Jahins Manigat, top of the key, 3 on the way, nothing but nylon, the freshman.
How about the freshman? 12 points for him. Dial it up. Good push by Antoine Young. Throws it into Kenny Lawson and collapses the defense. Kick out, top of the key, trailer 3 for Manigat. And he's telling the crowd to get up. Cheer me home.
3 Blue Jays in double figures now. McDermott, Antoine Young, and Jahins Manigat. Spencer working through screens to the right side on the elbow. Back outside of the arc. Manigat on him. Spencer to the right wing. Ashford battling down inside with Kendarick Washington. There's a turnaround hook shot off the glass and good by Robert Sanders. Again, not sure if they called square on it, but he got it to go. Antoine Young. Lob inside, too high for Lawson.
Right look, just couldn't finish it.
Right side. Sean, blocking foul. That was Stephon Brown, blocking foul on Jahins Manigat. And that will be only team foul number 2 on the Jays. So one thing the Jays have done a good job of is playing Greg McDermott defense without fouling.
Yeah. They've done a really good job of that.
So A.J. Spencer to inbound for Alabama State, right side under their own hoop. 6:08 remaining in this one. Jays up 62-47. After really a nip and tuck first half.
as they get that ball inside to Adamu. Adamu, one bounce, down inside, off the glass, and finally gets called for the travel, as you can only change your pivot foot 3 or 4 times before they finally get you. 62-47 Jays. McDermott, Doug, kicking it back into Antoine Young. He trots up the right side now across the timeline. A.J. Spencer making Antoine Young work hard all game long. Antoine, the teardrop floater, drops down for Antoine Young.
Good screen from Doug McDermott, getting Antoine Young left-handed, going to his left.
17 points now for Antoine Young. Spencer, top of the key, Ivory White, right wing. Washington lays it up and down. Boy, that was too easy.
Some perimeter defense we talked about, making that a little bit tighter. Daryl Ashford, the blow by Washington with the bucket.
64-49. Coming down to the 5-minute mark. Antoine Young back out McDermott. Back over to Young on the right wing in front of the Blue Jay bench. Antoine on the move. Entry pass. Wayne Runnels right block. Double team. Out. Young. 3 on the way. Off the iron. Tip in no good. Tip in no good. And Hornets come away with it.
Good effort.
Kendrick Washington in the paint, back outside. Pulls it out. Skip pass. Ivory White. Down inside. Adamu. Foul on the Blue Jays. Number 3 on the Jays.
Runnels can't believe it. Looked like he was sliding his feet pretty good. Guy ran out of real estate on the baseline.
Substitutions for Alabama.
In any event, gets called for the foul, and Harriman will check in for Doug McDermott, who's got 16 points. How about that performance so far for the freshman?
Not bad. Not a bad night's work. Spencer to inbound. Gets it in. Stephon Brown back outside. Spencer. Manigat on Spencer. Freshman on senior. Kendrick Washington now guarded by Daryl Ashford. Back top of the key. Adamu. He's knocked down a couple of threes tonight. 14 on the shot clock. Back over. Ivan Johnson back out. Jumper on the way, looking for a good look, and they finally got one. Good ball movement. Stephon Brown knocks it down. Another 3 ball by the Hornets. Down tonight. Antoine Young all the way down. Young rejected. Foul.
He's just giving them fits. Attacking the rim, Antoine Young has. Good change of pace. Right around the 3-point line. Stopped like he was going to pull it out and run some offense, and then the blow by to his left and draws the foul.
Antoine Young on the night, 17 points. If not for the jinx by Nick Baugh, he'd be perfect from the line. 5 of 6 from the free throw line is the junior Antoine Young, going back to the line to shoot 2. 8 team fouls on Alabama State. Jays up 64-52, of course, and Antoine Young knocking down yet another free throw. 18 points on the night for the junior.
About 28 points combined between 2 freshmen, Doug McDermott and Jahans Manigat. That's pretty nice.
That is very nice.
Antoine Young knocks down the second free throw.
66-52, Jays up. Here comes Spencer. With the basketball beyond the arc, under 4 minutes remaining in this one, Jays up 66-52. Of course, up next, Northern Arizona on Sunday afternoon. And charge, perhaps. Casey Harriman trying to take a charge. They don't realize that he leads the team in charges. They're going to call a blocking foul on Harriman. Time out of the floor. 3:52 remaining in this one. Jays up 66-52. It will be Hornet basketball when we come back on Big Sports 590.
Remember when food didn't come out of a box, a bag, a can, or a microwave? Remember when you could pronounce the ingredients? Then welcome to Lansky's. Enjoy Lansky's hearty pizzas and pastas, or chow down on a Philly or a tender roast beef sandwich. Lansky's, where real food and your taste buds can meet, all in a relaxed atmosphere. Lansky's in Omaha, Bellevue, and Council Bluffs. And don't forget Lansky's daily lunch specials. Welcome to Lansky's.
The Players Club at Deer Creek offers one of the most unique and challenging championship golf courses in the region. Designed by Arnold Palmer with generous bent grass fairways, winding waterways, and sculptured bunkers, the Players Club is a golfer's dream. And becoming a member has never been easier. For membership information and tee times, call 963-9950. 963-9950. The Players Club, just north of 120th and Military in Omaha.
I'm T. Scott Muller, voice of the Jays for Fernando's Cafe and Cantina. You know, you travel with the Jays around the country, you eat at some great restaurants. But I always enjoy coming home to the unique flavor you can only find at Fernando's Cafe and Cantina. It's the Sonoran-style Mexican food that I love. They're open 7 days a week. They make everything fresh every day. Fernando's has a location close to you, open for lunch and dinner, catering services, banquet facilities, 114th Street south of Dodge, 75th and Pacific, and Main Street in downtown Blair. Fernando's Cafe and Cantina. Try it. You'll love it.
Blue Jay basketball is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like your good neighbor, State Farm is there for all your insurance needs. Call Don Tripp at 572-1118. It's time now to take a look at our Amado's three-point total. The Jays are shooting 43% from downtown, 7 of 16, good for 21 points. The Jays' current three-point total is brought to you by Amado's Restaurant, Old World flavor with New World taste.
3:52 remaining in this one. Jays up 66-52. It'll be Hornet basketball after the blocking foul called on Casey Harriman. Coming out of the huddle now will be Daryl Ashford, Jahins Manigat, Doug McDermott, Kenny Lawson, and, of course, the Iron Man Antoine Young.
How many minutes he played? He's played 31 minutes. Doug McDermott's played 30 minutes.
Yes, he has. All right. Hornets looking to get it in. Jay is good denying defense on the inbound. They finally do get it in. Stephon Brown back over to Spencer. Looking at Ivan Johnson now, instead gives it back up to Brown. Entry pass down inside, intercepted by Kenny Lawson. Good hands by Kenny that time.
Execute something at the hoop. Long possession isn't the worst thing in the world. Up 14 here, 3.5 to play.
Antoine Young. Kenny Lawson leaves too early to set the screen. Down inside, he's denied. Reach-in foul. Up and over the back, Sharif Adamu out of Brooklyn, New York. And Lawson's going to shoot free throws, the 1-and-1 situation.
Alabama State foul number 3, Sharif Adamu, his second personal foul.
Second foul on Adamu, and Lawson goes to the free throw line again, where the Blue Jays have been very good tonight as a team. 19 of 22, 86%. Lawson's free throw is good. Again, Kenny last year, 82% from the free throw line. Only Ethan Rogge had a better percentage than Lawson and didn't shoot nearly as many.
And Ethan hasn't played tonight. Plantar fasciitis has bothered him.
Well, he hadn't practiced the last couple of days. You heard Greg McDermott talking about it in pregame. And you know what? Good to let the sophomore sit.
Yeah.
The longer the better. You know, longer the better.
Doug McDermott did okay taking his spot.
For now, yeah. Ball is contested. Manigat with the rebound. Clears out McDermott, gets it over to Antoine Young. Jays back in business with 3 minutes and counting. Up 68-52. McDermott comes out for it. Now Manigat's got the ball, high wing left side. Jahins on the move. Jahins down inside. Jahins put the ball up, no good. Again, hoping for the whistle, no whistle. And here come the Hornets. On the run, Ivan Johnson down inside, throws it up, wild shot, no good. Lawson with the rebound. Lawson tied up. Reach-in foul on Ivan Johnson. Nope, make it Kendrick Washington. Kenny Lawson will go back to the free throw line this time to shoot 2, as that'll be the 10th team foul on Alabama State.
Washington, his second personal foul. The team's 10th.
Kenny Lawson going back to the line. Lawson very quietly having a solid game here. Kenny, especially second half. He only played 7 minutes in the first half. And now Lawson looking for his 10th points. Make it 12th.
It's amazing
11th and 12th points.
Big of a difference things Kenny Lawson makes when he's on the floor. Not just scoring the ball, but you see it in all facets and just collapsing the defense.
Lawson misses the free throw, but smiles. That happens when you're up 16 with 2:39 left. Service with a smile. Lawson's second free throw, another but nylon. So Kenny now with 11 points, 9 of those in the second half. Spencer working on Antoine Young. Jays up 69-52. Young over to Brown. Brown down inside. Ivan Johnson shot on the way. It's a 3 ball off the iron, no good. Lawson yet another rebound. You know, Lawson on the floor, 7 minutes, first half, Jays get out-rebounded. Lawson on the floor, most of the second half, Jays dominating on the boards.
Yeah, makes a huge difference. It's the reason he's the preseason Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year.
Antoine Young working the basketball and the clock with 2:05 and rolling. 16 on the shot clock. Antoine finds Lawson on the elbow, back out on the wing to Ashford. Darrell on the move to the right. Looking inside Lawson, he's in the paint. Kinney down inside, spins to his left. Working, can't get a call. No whistle, here come the Hornets. Down inside, shot, up, down, no good. Blocking foul on the Blue Jays. Ivan Johnson drew the foul. Is that on Jahens?
Yeah.
Manigat. It's just his second personal. Ivan Johnson going to the free throw line.
That's where Kenny Lawson's got to make a little bit better decisions when he's double teamed.
Got to kick it out there.
Yeah, every once in a while, you got to share the sugar. Kick it out, live to see another post-up opportunity. Instead, he tried to just bully his way through 2 defenders and turn it over.
Blue Jays 19 of 22 from the free throw line last check. Alabama State 0 for 2. Yeah, they're still, now they're 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Kind of a huge discrepancy there between free throw shooting. At the line right now, Ivan Johnson. And no, he can't make it either. Doug McDermott with the rebound. How many boards is that down?
7.
7 boards. Again, a solid performance. That'd be a solid performance for a senior.
Yeah.
Antoine Young working against Derek Washington. Gives up the ball to McDermott. Finds Ashford, high wing right side in front of the Blue Jay bench. Back over to McDermott, drives baseline, ball knocked away. It'll stay with the Jays with 1:25 left in the game. You know, another new feature we have in our post-game show is we get to talk to players after the game now. And I think we're going to talk to Antoine Young. I think we're going to request Antoine.
Yes.
We'll see if we'll see if he'll let us be his friend.
He might big time us now. He's playing 35 minutes a game.
Antoine up inside the free throw line, left-handed floater, no good. Gets his own rebound, but cannot put it back. But he will go to the line as he is fouled. Antoine Young is 3 points shy of a career high. He's got 19. His career high is 22, set in an overtime game against Southern Illinois. So Young going back to the free throw line, looking for points 20 and 21. He is 7 of 8 from the line today. 69-52, Blue Jays again very quietly. Gonna need a few more points to get free pizza for everybody. 1:17 left here. Of course, free Godfather's pizza for everybody. And I believe we may have had someone foul out. Is that? Yep. A.J. Spencer. What a battle he fought tonight. The senior Spencer, number 1 out of Salisbury, Maryland. Ian Young really went at it. I mean, that young man's a competitor.
I think at all the things that Antoine Young has done tonight, the thing you'd like to see is that he's pushed the pace as he knocks down the first free throw. He's pushed the pace in opportunistic opportunities, which has been nice, but in 33 minutes or so of playing time, only 1 turnover, and he has to handle the ball extensively every single possession, and he's asked to make a lot of plays. 1 turnover.
Makes both of his free throws. Young. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? He had enough bounce in his legs to get back up in the air, get his own miss, and try to put it back and draw the foul. He finally comes out. So Young leaves with 1:17 left and his team up 71-52. Now we've got all kinds of substitutions coming in now.
And number 20,
Matthew Dorward coming into the ball game. Who else is in there? Taylor Stromberg, Derek Sebastian, and Ross Farini, sophomore out of Omaha West Side. Joining Darrell Ashford. Coming down to 1 minute, up 71-52. DeMarcus Washington looking inside. Dorward fighting in the post. Down there against the big man. I believe that is Adrian Spellman, 6'8", 270. Matthew giving up a few pounds. Jumper on the way from the wing is good. It's a 3 ball. 71-52. Now they get it into Stormberg. And Taylor brings it up. Finds Sebastian. Back out Stormberg. 47 seconds. These guys practice every day just like everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a little gravy. Down inside, Dorward fronted and knocked out of bounds. Good thought, though, from Ashford to Matthew Dorward.
Dorward's, although he's got some size, he's pretty thin. He's more of a perimeter shooter with size than he is a post player.
I think he knocked down a 3 last year.
Yeah, he did.
They get it in. Farini working the ball on the wing, kicks back outside, and Dorward's 3 no good. taken down by Ivan Johnson.
That's a good look. Too bad. Dorwart's good kid. Good shooter. Just couldn't get that one to fall.
16, 15, 14. Jay's going to go 1-0 on the young season. Hook shot off the side of the backboard, taken back down and laid up and down by number 34, Adrian Spellman, the big man out of Baxley, Georgia. 7-6-5-4, and the final will read 71-57. Blue Jays 1-0 on the season. We'll take a break, come back. U.S. Bank postgame show coming up next on Big Sports 590.
Lawler's Custom Sportswear has everything you need. Lawler's has Omaha's best and biggest selection of Creighton sportswear. Lawler's has Blue Jay t-shirts, hoodies, hats, jackets, replica jerseys, flags, even Blue Jay foam fingers. Check out the 3 for $39 special. 3 Creighton t-shirts for just $39. Lawler's has 3 locations to serve you: West Roads, Oakview, and the College Superstore at 84th and J. Lawler's Custom Sportswear, a proud supporter of Creighton athletics.
Omaha is known for fine restaurants, and there's none finer than Anthony's Steakhouse at 72nd and F. Anthony's offers you a complete dining experience with plenty of well-lit parking, a wait staff that's second to none, intimate seating for 2, or banquet facilities for 400, and live entertainment in the exciting Ozone Lounge. From appetizers to entrees and so much more, Anthony's Steakhouse at 72nd and F is Omaha's finest and friendliest restaurant.
Creighton Athletics would like to thank the following Wheels Club sponsors for their support: Plaza Pontiac Buick GMC, Deers Ford Lincoln Mercury, Auto Express, Old Mill Toyota, Classic Chevrolet Cadillac and Lake Manawa Nissan Kia, Roden Auto Center, Sid Dillon Buick Pontiac Cadillac Mazda, Tincture Auto Mall, H&H Chevrolet, and Roy's Grand Dodge Chrysler Jeep Mazda.
All right, welcome to the U.S. Bank postgame show. Blue Jays win tonight 71-57 over Alabama State. Next up, Northern Arizona, 105 on Sunday. And really, you know, kind of a shaky first half. Again, Kenny Lawson in foul trouble. That didn't allow the Jays to really do what they came in wanting to do, with Lawson on the bench for on the floor for only 7 minutes. But that second half, boy, they really showed when they can pound that ball inside. Really opened up a lot of things for a lot of different people.
Changes everything. Offensively, defensively, you got the guy who's led the Missouri Valley Conference in block shots for 2 seasons, so he's going to patrol the paint. He's going to be able to rebound. You talked about that. But offensively, everything just worked a lot more efficiently in the second half for the Blue Jays. They end up shooting 42% in the second half, but when it mattered, they were really clicking on all cylinders with Kenny Lawson Jr., but really impressed by 3 guys in particular. And Jahans Maniga, freshman off the bench, scores 12 points in 22 minutes, has 3 rebounds, 3 of 5 from downtown. Doug McDermott as a freshman, what can you say about this kid? 18 points in his first exhibition game, gets the start tonight. He has 16 points and 7 rebounds. And then Antoine Young, the floor general, plays 34 minutes, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. He did it all.
1 turnover.
Tonight, and 1 turnover.
Yeah.
So really impressed by those 3 guys in particular. But then you're right. You found out how important Kenny Lawson Jr. is to just the overall flow of this team.
Kenny Lawson played 14 minutes in the second half, double what he played in the first half. Blue Jays were down on the boards 20-17 at the end of the first half. They dominated the boards 22-10 in the second half. There you go. Yep. All right, U.S. Bank postgame show. We're going to take a break, come back. We'll be joined by a player or 2, as well, of course, as Coach Greg McDermott. Also, make sure you stay tuned for Travis Morgan, Blue Jay wrap-up coming up right after us, live from Farrell's. 71-57 the final here. Blue Jays win tonight. U.S. Bank postgame show back after this on Big Sports 590.
You've been thinking about going to for quite a while now. Or how about making the place a little more livable with the remodeled? A competitive U.S. Bank home equity line of credit gives you the freedom to do, go, or get whatever you've been dreaming of. Home equity rates are lower than they have been in years. Apply today at any convenient U.S. Bank branch at usbank.com or call 888-444-BANK. U.S. Bank, 5-star service guaranteed. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Creighton Athletics would like to thank the following Wheels Club sponsors for their support:
Ashley Ford, Beardmore Chevrolet, Gene Steffi, Chrysler Jeep Dodge, Markle BMW Land Rover Jaguar Mini, O'Daniel Honda, Performance Toyota and Lexus of Omaha, Rusty Eck Ford, Omaha Mitsubishi and Infinity of Omaha, and Greg Young Chevrolet. You help keep the Blue Jays rolling.
You know, at Barrett's Barleycorn, we are the biggest fans of the Creighton Blue Jays, and we know you are too. That's why we've got a free shuttle to and from the Quest Center for all the Jays home games. So you need to come to the Barleycorn before the game and grab a seat on the shuttle. Then after the game, catch the shuttle and we'll bring you back for a little post-game celebration. Enjoy some fine food, good spirits, and great company. We know Creighton Blue Jay fans are the best, and so is Barrett's Barleycorn Pub and Grill, 43rd and Leavenworth.
KXSP Omaha.
We want you to be our millionth fan at Arch Madness. Don't miss the 2011 State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Championship, March 3rd through 6th at Scott Trade Center. Presented by Diet Pepsi and Fox Sports Kansas City. Arch Madness. Your Creighton Blue Jays will be there, and so should you. For tickets, call 402-280-5297. 402-280-5297. Or visit archmadness.com.
Welcome back. U.S. Bank postgame show here from Quest Center, Omaha. T. Scott Martin, Nick Baugh with you. Thanks for joining us. Blue Jays win tonight, 71-57. Postgame stats, Nick Baugh.
Final stats brought to you by Shepherd's Business Interiors. Let's start with the Blue Jays. They shoot 40% from the field, 20 of 49. They shoot 43% from downtown, 7 of 16. And they were 24 of 28 from the free throw line, 85% of the team, but as a team. But I really like this stat. Second half free throws, 14 of 93%. That's how you close out a game and how you put teams away. 14 of 15 from the free throw line. 4 players in double figures for the Blue Jays. They were led by Antoine Young, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover in 34 minutes of action. He was 5 of 11 from the field, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Doug McDermott, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 7 of 13 from the field, 2 of 4 from downtown. He had 1 steal in 32 minutes of action. Off the bench, freshman Johans Manigat, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 of 7 from the field with a steal in 22 minutes. Also, Kenny Lawson Jr. hindered with foul problems in the first half, but he goes on to play 21 minutes, has 11 points, 6 rebounds, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, just 2 of 7 from the field, but did a lot of nice things patrolling the paint. Josh Jones had 4 points and 3 rebounds in 19 minutes of action, and Wayne Runnels had 2 points and 4 rebounds in 17 minutes of action. And Darrell Ashford had 5 points and 3 rebounds, 3 assists and 2 steals and 2 turnovers in 26 minutes of action. Jays did a nice job of taking care of the basketball. Only 11 turnovers as a team. A lot of that is attributed to Antoine Young handling the basketball extensively. 10 team assists on 20 made baskets. For Alabama State, they shoot 41% from the field for the game, 24 of 58. They shoot 36% from the three-point line, 9 of 25, and they were 0 for 4 from the free throw line. 0 for 4. So
slight discrepancy.
Yeah, Jays outscore Alabama State 24-0 from the free throw line. Very balanced attack for Alabama State. They were led by Kendrick Washington. He had 9 points, 1 rebound, 29 minutes of action. Ivory White had 8 points as well. Host of guys with 7 points, Robert Sanders and Sharif Adamu, 3 of 7 from the field. He had 7 points and 2 rebounds. Points in the paint tied up at 22, but they were down 14-6 in points in the paint after the first half, so much better job of attacking the paint and getting easy baskets. Points off turnovers in favor of Creighton, 15-11. Second chance points in favor of Alabama State, 11-8. Fast break points in favor of the Blue Jays, 8-2. And bench points in favor of Alabama State, 29-19. And those are your final stats, brought to you by Shepherd's Business Interiors, changing the way you do business.
All right, we're going to take another break. Again, the final, of course, 71-57. Blue Jays win, Blue Jays win, Blue Jays win. And we'll take a break again. Stay tuned for the Blue Jay wrap-up live from Farrell's. Travis Morgan going to take your calls. And a lot of good things to talk about. I mean, again, there's so much to talk about because there are so many new things with the Creighton Blue Jays this year that, I mean, you could spend time on one subject for a whole show. Yeah. Really. So, but again, we'll take a break. U.S. Bank postgame show continues. Again, players coming up. Coach McDermott coming up yet before we sign off the air and turn it over to Travis Morgan and get you guys home. So back after this on Big Sports 590.
Traditions begin where memories are made. Hi, I'm Coach Greg McDermott, and I'm pleased to start a new tradition, both on and off the court. With the support of sponsors like the Inn at Okoboji and fans like you, the winning tradition of Creighton basketball will continue. The Inn at Okoboji has been a vacation and business destination for over a century and, like the Jays, has become a proud Mid-American tradition. For a carefree getaway or corporate outing, call the Inn Resort and Conference Center at Lake Okoboji at 877-BOJI-FUN or visit them on the web at bojifun.com.
The one and only Blue Jay Bar and Grill is up and running under new ownership and is still boasting the same Creighton tradition. Located at 24th and Davenport, just south of the Creighton campus, the Blue Jay Bar and Grill is the #1 place for Creighton Blue Jay fans and alumni before and after the game. Food and drink specials every night of the week and 7 newly added flat-screen TVs. Don't forget the free beer 40 minutes after the game. Come check us out, the Blue Jay Bar and Grill. Hey Blue Jay fans, have a window and door replacement project? Pella offers wood, fiberglass, or vinyl replacement windows and doors, and they offer products that are up to 74% more energy efficient. Plus, they're offering an exclusive discount for all Creighton Blue Jay fans, an additional 10% off your purchase. Call 888-408-4078 or visit their showroom at 9845 South 142nd Street in Omaha. Go Blue Jays! Pella, viewed to be the best.
Hi, I'm Sam Amato. My wife Ann and I had the pleasure of the Food Channel featuring our restaurant on Guy Fieri's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. On the show, we featured the blueberry ricotta pancakes, homemade Italian sausage, and the Sicilian steak sandwich. We invite you to come to our restaurant located on 64th and Center and try these delicious homemade meals. At Amato's, you can still put your elbows on the table and laugh out loud. Thank you.
Lawler's Custom Sportswear has everything you need. Lawler's has Omaha's best and biggest selection of Creighton sportswear. Lawler's has Blue Jay t-shirts, hoodies, hats, jackets, replica jerseys, flags, even Blue Jay foam fingers. Check out the 3 for $39 special. 3 Creighton t-shirts for just $39. Lawler's has 3 locations to serve you: West Roads, Oakview, and the College Superstore at 84th and J.